Hey everyone, welcome to the Drop Zone. We have a special guest. We've got the biggest bro in the house for the Lambo drop, and of course we've got Monos. We are ready to take the day on. Who's excited? The biggest bro, it's great to have you here, man. You are up early. How are you doing? How are you doing it?
Oh man, I'm doing great, doing well. Woke up, put breath in my body, get to hang out with my boys. Life is good. Life is good.
Let's
Life is good.
go.
And Mo, how are you doing? You're up. You're alive. Your bones look good. Your bone structure looks really good this morning.
Yeah, you can only see the top half of my body, but I'm dragging ass.
You got coffee, man.
It's been a rough
Oh,
week. There's not enough coffee in the world today, man. But yeah, man, it's been a lot of late nights. You know what I'm saying? Been trying to bang out some shit, work on some things. Yeah, but happy to be here, man. Glad biggest bro could join us today. We keep talking about getting some guests on here, but during the week it's tough. So happy Saturday, y'all.
yeah.
Yes,
Especially
Biggest bro decided to join us, so we appreciate that, man.
definitely appreciate you getting up early to do this. I know you're a hard worker during the week, and to do this with us is awesome. Are you going for this, the biggest bro? Because I think I might be going for this in the aftermarket.
aftermarket. Yeah, not at all during the drop. 70 gyms, no shot.
Yeah,
I learned my lesson twice already with the Lambo. Nope, not gonna get me again.
and they keep tricking us, right? Like I keep saying, like, should I go? I've been going back and forth. Should I do it? Should I do it? I think you're right, man. Just aftermarket. I mean, if you want that secret rear for sure.
Yeah, secret rare. If the black one is what you're hard set on, I would go for the drop. Other than that, I think the white one may sit like 10 gems above retail, but the other two down.
Of course,
In
not
my opinion,
not financial advice, right?
correct.
And hey, Bob Sales, good to see you in the house. It
My
is
bad.
let's see, 925 for me, and the biggest bro, I think it's
725.
and then of course 1025 for Mo. He's a
Right,
lucky.
East Coast, the only time zone that matters. Get it
I
right.
when I was in Florida, I'm like I started liking VeVe more because I'm like, holy cow, I can get up an hour later. Everything's an hour later. And she's like, this is great. But here, yeah, I'm going to be interested in seeing. I really did very little about this drop, unfortunately. I don't even know how many we have of each of these things.
It's very similar to the Diablo drop,
Oh,
where
it is.
the
Okay.
yeah. So the Marcialago, I believe it has about 100 more. So I think the Diablo was 1990. This was like 2018 or something. Like whenever it
Oh,
came out, like
2009.
2004, 2009. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm just looking it up. Man, I really like that blue one.
that blue. That's what I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna get
Ooh,
it for 40 gems. Let's go.
Yeah, the blue is fire.
yeah, totally. It doesn't. I mean, they all look good. I'm really. I love black. I actually love white too.
Mhm.
These are the like the last colors. I have not loved them. The as
Yeah,
far as colors, except for the orange, I'm not a big orange fan. These are my three favorite colors for
yeah.
cars. So it's too bad they didn't do it on the first one, but here we are today dealing with what we got.
Yeah, it's funny. The first one was like more two tone, and then the second
Exactly.
Diablos are like mute. Like where's our sexy red Lamborghini?
Right.
What is going on?
Totally, right? And I mean, you pay more insurance on red cars, so why wouldn't they have that first? It's obviously the one people want, the one that people are going, fast in. I don't know. One of these days on their 15th Lambo drop, they'll have that red one. But here we
Well,
are.
I knew it would happen eventually, but BE actually smartened up and stole my joke. You fucker. That was good.
Man, you're bound to get lucky sometime.
Marking the calendar because this day will never happen again.
It will never happen. True. Mo will not let it happen again. He's just going to have to be a little bit quicker. Sorry, Mo. Didn't mean to take your joke.
Well, normally I interject you and shut you the fuck up, but today I was being nice because we had a guest.
I,
Uh,
I see. I see. I thought you were just, lagging a little bit there, but it is what it is. Well, like you just got to drink a little bit more coffee, man. Then you'll be quicker.
yeah, hit the pen, some more coffee.
There
Yeah,
you go.
It's
Power up.
right.
So yeah,
Power up.
if you're gonna go for this though, you've got a few minutes to join the wait list when it begins. Obviously, you can join for 25 minutes after, but I don't know who's going to be doing that because I'm not. and Mo isn't, and the biggest bro is not going to go sign up for this. For the wait list, we're going to wait and try to get in the market. I'd love to get like a good mint today.
That'd be nice.
That would be.
That's why I got the gyms loaded up for that.
I mean, I've got 5 ping here where I'm at. I'm at a. They call it a resort. I don't call it a resort at all, but they do have fast fiber internet here, so I technically could get some good snipes here today.
There you go.
We'll see. We shall see.
So we're not only joined by Biggest Bro, we're also joined by Pink Panther. Kind of ties into tomorrow's drop, which will also, anybody going for that one?
Man, I originally thought I was, but I don't know now. I don't know what to do.
That one's an interesting one because I know that the animated one will go under retail, and that's the one I want. But that pink chrome, it's the kicker for me because it looks really good.
It is nice. And the VeVe too. Woo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think, but I still, the heart of me thinks it's going to be around retail.
The heart of you? If you've been around here for more than a week, you would know this thing's going to retail. Yeah. Who the flying shit gives a damn about Pink Panther?
But that's
true.
We talked about this the other day. We're old. Like, yeah, of course we're going to like it, but you know, how many people on VeVe are under the age of 30 and are they going to care? Or even 40, right? Not too many.
Yeah, so, and I mean, listen, you could look at, what was it? What was the drop that came out that pretty decent? RoboCop. RoboCop did all right, held value, whatever, for a while, but I mean, this ain't no fucking RoboCop, number one. And I'm pretty sure there's way more mints on this, no?
Yeah, I think RoboCop was like 1980.
1987.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was only one, right? There was only one drop?
Only one. The first one was 1987. The robot, I don't remember how many it was, but yeah.
No, not the robot. RoboCop himself.
Yeah. So that was 1987.
All right. Yeah. If you're getting on that wait list, do it now.
I feel like, yeah, there you go. Get on that wait list, guys. I feel like maybe I should do it just in case, but we all know what's going to happen.
Nope.
Sorry. Tweeting this out. We are, I didn't get the tweet out right away. We're going to, hey, we got Gus Hall in the house. Good to see you. We are, you know who we're streaming against today?
Who?
Vault. I actually talked to him.
No.
I know, right? I told him, I'm like, you're going to take everyone, but that's all right. I told him it's okay.
It's okay. The fucking internet, bro. Fucking right. Stream. He streams. He wants to stream. Who gives a flying fuck?
Let's go, baby.
Jesus Christ.
We got Alejandro in the house. No, Vault's my boy, so.
Your boy. But yeah, so Pink Panther animated, big W. Pink Chrome, W. The Pink Panther Gold, though, that's kind of the L to me.
Yeah, really? Honestly, if I were to go for this drop and I got the secret rare, I'd be mad. Like, look-y. Like, I don't know why.
Mad because I'd sell it and then get the ones that I want. Yeah, let's see. How many are of the gold? I mean, there's only 510. That secret rare, not financial advice, should do pretty well. Yeah, I just want the animated one. I want that music. I want that in my VeVe verse. I don't know. So let's say, what do you think the rare is going to go for? About 15 or even less?
I'm thinking around 15. They usually go for half. You might, like, when it first comes out, you might get somebody like give you like a $12, you know what I mean, here and there.
Do you think, I'm just wondering.
Wait, we think this is going to 12?
I think it could.
Yeah.
I think there'll be so few sold that it probably sits around 25. Like, probably sits a little on the retail.
That's also true too.
I mean, oh man,
like, who's gonna be mint chasing these?
Because that's what happened with Encanto,
right?
Man. Like the prices on those still held up pretty well because not too many people bought them. So
yeah, that's kind of what I'd be looking at.
So you think people aren't going to buy it, so it should do okay? I mean, possibly. Captain Obvious, good to see you. My thought is let's say it goes to 12, so you lose 18 gems, but you took a risk of maybe getting that secret rare, which you could probably sell for maybe double. I'm not going to make. I mean, SRs aren't selling for crazy amounts unless it's really good. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting. Interesting time in the market.
It is. Only a few times have we had like the rare or the least rarity go above everything else. It has happened, but it doesn't happen often. So maybe this will be it. Maybe this will be the time. Because but there's so many of them. 3,600.
Yeah.
That ain't selling out.
It's a lot these days.
That's a lot. I know, right? These days, back we would have been like, oh, we'll make $5 trillion off of this.
Yeah, and plus back then between the bots and like everything else, we thought we had 50,000 users, per drop, millions on the app. It's like, turns out, yeah, we might have been way wrong. But speaking of being way wrong, I did not make any overlays for massive amounts of people here on the drop zone, but that's okay because we're just gonna make it happen. We got not one special guest today. We are joined by Mr. Bob Sales.
Going on.
The top of his head.
Caught me off guard there. I was just looking at my phone. I was daydreaming.
Hey.
If you've watched this long enough, I will only catch you off guard.
You all right, everyone? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
What's up?
Afternoon for you.
Yeah, it's nice and sunny outside. I must admit, it's baking hot. It's roasting. It's not normal for me. I'm used to the rain. I must admit.
Yeah, it rains a lot in England, doesn't it? It's cold here this morning. It was like 58 degrees. It's supposed to get to 80 or 75, 80 degrees today, but we're getting cold nights. So this is when the weather starts to get nice in the Midwest.
Nice. What time is it for you lot? Morning?
Yeah, 9:35 for me, 7:35 for the biggest bro, and
Oh, that's why he's not so active today.
And 10:35 for Mo.
He's just warming up. We're getting there.
I mean, you guys, the biggest bro gets the best weather all the time, right? Like,
yeah, I'm spoiled rotten. I have no concept of real weather.
Exactly. And you really don't have to deal with hurricanes just once in your lifetime. And earthquakes, knock on wood, are pretty, like crazy ones are pretty rare.
Yeah.
What's nice is in Missouri, we've got horrible weather. It always sucks. And we're waiting for the biggest earthquake in the United States, possibly the world. It's supposed to happen in the next 50 years. So, yeah, that's something exciting to look forward to.
See, that's one of the other.
Between now and 50 years.
I told you that's the other joy of living in England. You don't get none of that stuff.
You don't get any of that crazy stuff. Do you get tornadoes there?
Nah, now and again you get an odd flood, and that like stops the world when that happens, or odd bit of snow that stops the whole UK when we get an odd bit of snow the one time of the year.
I mean, oddly enough, there was a flood that actually did kind of restart the world once, so you can understand why people do freak out a little bit. But yeah, why is that? Why do we get fucked here in the United States? We get all sorts of crazy shit thrown at us.
Yeah.
And you guys just chilling over there, like, make some water raised up every now and then.
It's our crazy jet stream. And then,
You don't think it's karma?
Yeah, it could be karma, too. England's like, F you, we're going to send you all this bad weather.
Like, we find out this whole time America's been playing a long-form game of fuck around and find out. And it's like... Dude just sitting up there like, all right, yeah, keep going. Yeah, we're about to wipe you guys off the map with fucking... We're going to start raining scorpions on you guys and shit.
We love
My lord.
So is anyone going for this drop?
No. No. The answer is no. I guess I should do a poll. But no, I don't think we're not. Are you doing it?
I'm thinking about just buying the blue one.
Yeah, in the aftermarket for sure. We're gonna buy it. Yeah.
Because I think it's gonna go. I think it will go under box, isn't it?
Yeah, he's gonna trigger Captain Obvious with the blue one, I guess.
Yeah, she doesn't like it. But you know what's funny? When they revealed at Decon, I think that was this blue one.
You're right. Let's see. Was it this color blue or was it a little lighter?
I think it may be a little lighter, I think.
But I think it is the same one, but I think it was, they just didn't do a good job getting the color right.
Yeah.
No, but this is by far, I really like the blue one. Obviously, I want the black because it's SR, but if it was 50, I'd probably go for it for 70.
Yeah, 70 is a lot. And that's funny now that we're saying that, but
I still laugh that we paid $120 for that Superman Flash. What the heck?
What were we doing?
What were-
What were we doing?
What?
But
were we-
it's like me when the first Lambo come about. I was like, yeah, I'm surprised it's 70 gems. I was like, this should be 200 gems. I was like,
Right.
normally when Aston Martin or Lamborghini release an NFT, like the cost price to get in is like normally really extreme. And the
Yeah.
ones I was basing it off before, I remember one come up before and it was like 20 grand to buy it. And I was like, who's going to buy that for that?
Because they had
So-
the Martin, the James Bond one was 1,007. Oof.
Yeah, I don't know who. I would not have paid that for that. Even at the time, I didn't pay that for that.
No, that's too risky. I mean, I guess back in the day, you kind of knew. Like the partner statue, I was like, that was what, 300?
Yeah,
300?
333.
I'm like, I'm not going to go for it. And then, which was stupid, but I did. But then I told my mother about it. She's like, are you freaking kidding me? I'd go for it. So I'm like, all right, I'll go for it. And I didn't get it. So, you know.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a partner statue.
No, me neither. I tried. Oh boy, did I try. Gus, any word on the fifth Hulk? No, your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, I mean,
And
have they taken
then
that?
Biggest Bro stopped wearing green shirts. Apparently, is that so? That's what we're doing. We're just gonna keep manifesting the secret drop every day with green T-shirts. I'll join you. Actually, I am wearing a green T-shirt today.
Every stream I'm on, I will wear a green shirt until they announce this Hulk, so I can be done with these airdrops.
Whoa, wait a second. You are not gonna be done with the airdrop, sir. You told us before the show that you're now part of Death Gang.
Death Gang, Death Gang, Death to the moon.
We recruited another one. It only took the Frozen 2 pencil going down under $20.
True.
Yeah.
What about you, Bob? Are you going for the death?
I have been going. This is the first airdrop where I've actually thought I'm actually going to go for it. And then I've been watching the prices decrease every day of the pencils, and I'm sitting there thinking, was it the right plan?
It's the right plan, bub.
I think it's the plan.
the right
it's
plan.
But
a drop, but
I mean, I'm tempted to buy another set of pencils.
I mean,
Well, I don't know if that's gonna do that good, but I may, yeah, you know, let's just start with one. Let's hope
You're
one
right.
does well.
get the one and then go from there.
Well, I don't
But-
think we're going to get any hidden aspects to it.
See, that's where I think you're wrong. I think VeVe has let us down so many times that they're actually going to do something crazy for once. And this is going to be the one. When everyone's zigging, they're going to zag. Everyone's like, screw the desk. Gauntlet screwed me, you know, the Hulk screwed
Yeah.
me, whatever. And then the deck's going to come out, and like I said, things are going to come to life on it. It's going to make you coffee in the VeVe-verse. It might even blow you if you take, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know what could happen in the VeVe-verse with the desk, but there's all sorts of possibilities. Yeah, so I don't know. I think they're gonna kind of go the other way with it and actually do something good.
I mean, I've definitely got to get one just for the sake of it, because it was this disclaimer that bothered me, saying that they could essentially change it however they want. So after they said that, I was just like, is there going to be more to this at the time? Which is why I'm going to go for it. And it's still cheap to go for at the minute. It's not extortionate.
What's the Wreck-It Ralph at? Because that was going down. I saw it going to 45
It's
or
like
42.
45, yeah.
Yeah, it seems
I
to
think
hover
it's
around
gone back.
45, 47, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, still, yeah. Mo, like you like to tell
42.
everyone, we should have freaking bought like 10 of them at 23. What a bad. I mean, you just never know. In this market, it's so scary to take any risks, which is
Oh no,
why-
we knew.
Yeah.
People keep telling me, "Oh, you can't read the top." Motherfucker, you just can't read. Have you been doing this shit long enough? Like,
yeah,
reading
but
tops and bottoms is not really that difficult. It's just a matter of how much risk are you willing to take. You know
Well,
what I'm
but we
saying?
didn't-
And that's
we didn't know how high it was going to go. I didn't think it'd go that high. I certainly didn't think it hit 60. I
it
thought
didn't
maybe,
matter how high it went. We just knew how low it couldn't go. That's what we knew.
yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, I think I saw it once for 19.99, and that was the lowest I ever saw it for. I bought one. I should have bought more. Yeah, so I'm pissed, but at least I got one. I knew at least it was worth doing, and that's what I do. I try to hedge my bets, try to get a couple here or there, and go from there. But man, this market is stagnant. I mean,
Well, but think about the fun. Think about all the fun we're gonna have, guys, in the VeVe-verse when we're on the wait list. Now, again, it should be replaced by a fight list. I will fight for the fight list. Okay.
I
I'm still
like,
down.
like,
I'm
You
down.
drop every single one of us into a pre-game lobby at 10:30 when the wait list opens, the normal wait list. Now we turn into a fight list. Because I'm gonna be scaling. That's what I'm saying. Like, biggest bro is just gonna be chilling, right, having his cup of coffee, doing his thing, and I'm just gonna come down with an elbow drop off the top of the fucking Avengers building. You know what I mean? Like, and he'd be like, "You're out," you know, and then boom, now he's out. Now I'm still in the fightless game. You know, it's gonna be crazy.
No, I got these pencils. I'm ready, boy.
I say we don't stand a chance against the biggest bro. You do realize his name is for one reason, because like 6'5" and kick ass, right? Like they'll just smash us all down. We don't stand a chance.
This is coming from BE, the muscles, skin and muscles.
I'm not 6'5". I realize like there's a limit. Maybe in a boxing match where there's actual rules, I might not get killed. I'll just lose. But you know, in a real fight, he's gonna smash me down. We got Denny OC, ahoy ahoy! Good to see you in the house. But yeah, I'd totally be for that. For a fight to win a drop, I just kind of wish. Again, just KYC everyone and get rid of these bots and let the 5 people on VeVe win the good stuff. That's all I care about.
Yeah, but still, KYC already has priority access on waitlist.
I know they say that, but
I don't believe that.
I don't know if I believe it. Right? Exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. You guys couldn't see my real face when I was saying that, but I did absolutely not believe that either. But this is what they said multiple times, right? Like, oh, if you're KYC'd, you have a higher priority to get selected than people who are not. And if that was the case, then again, we may have a lot more users than I like to run around talking. Cause
Totally. We got Big A in the house, and Denny OC says not the size of the dog in the fight, the size of the fight in the dog, unless it's his son who looked pretty big as a football player. I could be wrong, but I think size sometimes matters. But yeah, he's absolutely right, because Mo likes to say he's a smaller guy, but he's a hockey player, and anyone who knows hockey players, they're freaking tough guys. So
Don't mess with the hockey players and don't mess with wrestlers.
bad or I
true.
should say hockey players or rugby players. Rugby players are freaking tough people too. I wouldn't mess with them either. So
anyone with cauliflower ear, you leave them alone.
that is actually
That is a good
that
point.
is a good
So
point.
I was just about to say, it is never about the size. I know girls that can beat me up. So I go to jiu-jitsu and MMA, and I literally know girls that can head kick me to hell and back.
Well, Shelby Cobra can kick my ass, so sure.
yeah, we actually just saw it before the show. That's gonna be on. That'll be on the Patreon. Behind the scenes.
Exactly.
It's basically just me picking on BE before the show and Shelby beating the crap out of him.
It's always
outside of
Beat the
that.
crap out of you after the last conversation, or did you get away with it?
Oh yeah, no, we were joking about it. She loves us all. She doesn't. It's all part of our shtick, as they say. By the way, we've got nobody going for the Lambo drop of all the votes we've got. Come on, people. We got to have one person who's live.
Yeah, somebody's gonna go for it. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't fuck this drop with your dick, BE, but I will sit back and watch anybody else that wants to drop me a nice blue, maybe even orange Lambo. Maybe I'll grab an orange Lambo today.
Yeah, an orange one. We already have one of those. I think that's not going to do very well.
Well, I don't have one of those, and if I can get one for like $12, like, you know what I'm saying, then I will take one.
Oh, well, that's true. If you could get it for 12, I would do it. But yeah, the black Lambo. What do you guys think that's going to go for?
Couple of hundred, 400,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oof,
And that's going to be a tight one.
You used to get kicked in the head by a fucking MMA female. You think this is going for 400?
Yeah, it might. It might.
Oh, actually, wait, there's not really that many of these. Honestly, maybe I.
I mean,
got kicked in the head
how-
back. There's only 631 of these, right?
right. And
What's
that's
the least you expect one of them to go for?
541, 200, 175. I think what you're saying is probably right. It's going to start off pretty high. I think it probably could come down to 150, and it's going to probably end around 200. But of course, not financial advice, right?
What do you think the most minimum is going to be? So the less worth of one.
Least amount, probably 150. You might see a couple drop to 150. I don't think people are going to let it go that low.
So I think it might go under the 70. Some of the first ones.
Oh, you mean the orange one?
No,
I
yeah,
think the
he's
white
talking
one
about the
might.
comment. I think he's trying to. Yeah.
Come on, $20. Give me a
Yeah,
$20
right.
Lambo.
Ah.
I'm
If you look in the
down.
market, a lot of the commons right now are under box price.
The box price, like the common. Oh Lord, I mean, I could see 25 on that thing. 20.
No way. It's
No,
not gonna be
Let's
24.
go.
you don't
I'd
think?
say, I'd say 40.
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna look at it again. How many do we have?
I think they're the nicer ones
The
out of
purple
all of
one,
them.
right?
2009.
$31.
As we've seen the other two not doing so great, obviously no one's going to go for this drop, I don't think. So it'd be fun to see how many actually buys it.
Well, that's true too. If nobody actually gets it, we'll get a good idea once we get in there. How many are selling that? I think a lot of people are going to be on the wait list. In fact, I should probably just join the wait list.
See, here, if Bolt is streaming, right? Bolt convinces people to buy things, so I think we'll have a good amount of people going for it.
That's a good point.
There's plenty of times I went on there and I was like, nope, not buying it. And then he'll like look up something and then like, no, FOMO's getting me.
He loves cars as well.
Somebody had said, I'm going to buy one just because he was streaming today, which hopefully he'll warn that person. But it looks like Big A thinks the SR is going to be 150 to 200. Denny OC 55 for the orange. I mean, that's possible. I could be completely wrong, especially if not many sell. I'm always aiming for disappointment on VeVe, so we'll see.
Yep. Like I said, people got to check the check the market if they get accepted on the wait list, and we talked about this, and I keep saying, man, if they came out with a drop and they were like, hey, listen, the only people that can go for today's drop are people that have only joined the wait list and purchased when they were selected.
Totally.
If you're the one that joins every comic, joins every collectible, and you just sit around and wait it out for 14 minutes, you're not even selected for today's drop. Only people who have just every time that they're selected for a wait list, they are buying it. That would be pretty funny to watch how many people don't get selected, because those are the people. And again, I've done it on a few, but typically if I join the wait list, I do buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm normally the same, I must admit. If I join it, I normally tend to go for it.
Well, I joined it and I'm not, but just in case.
Well, today I've done the same thing. I've joined it just in case.
At the last moment, I'm like, you know what? I better join just in case I decide I want to try to make 400 gems off of a Lambo. It would be nice. If you get that secret where you're gonna, especially if you get it right away, you'll be able to sell for a good amount of gems. Of course, not.
Yeah, I guess. But I'm just going to tell anybody in our chat this right now. If we ever convince people because we stream that you're going to spend $70 on this fucking Lambo, do me a favor. Take that $70 and send it to us. Okay?
Let's buy you a horse. Let's get you into a horse, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Let's get you into a horse. Screw this, screw horsepower. Let's just get actually the power of the horse and go into the virtual stable, which... We will be opening up the syndicate very, very soon. I'm working on some horses, but yeah, look at about a $20 to $25 buy-in for colts, which will basically get you the breed fee and a month of racing, so I don't have to hound people for racing fees. And at the end of the month, we'll just kind of take a collective vote and figure out, is the horse worth running, for another month or two? Should we shut him down? Should we just run him in claimers? And if he gets claimed, we get our money back. There's all sorts of different routes we can go. But yeah, look forward to that for anybody who is
I'm
interested.
excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's going to be dope. I can't wait. Can't wait.
We do some gambling on it.
I know, right?
You got
not gambling,
your
Bob.
own horse, man. You got to.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like to. Normally just UFC for me. Normally the fights.
Actually, I think I had a race going.
I wish I had sports betting here in California. They won't let us have fun.
Yeah, there's you can do all the drugs you want, but you can't do sport betting.
True.
Wait, there's no sport betting in California?
Nope.
Holy shit.
Garbage.
Well, Mo has a secret for you. It's called a VPN. You could do whatever you want.
Yep.
Right?
I totally.
I mean, I call them a digital vacation. Yeah. Yeah,
Hey, look, the wifey's in the house. Good to see you, Shelby Cobra. I probably woke her up at like 6 in the morning. She's pissed off at me, and she is now on here.
What's up, Shelby?
Has your betting always been like that, biggest bro? Or was it
Yeah.
recent?
No,
Oh,
no.
it's always been.
For online betting, yeah, we haven't got online betting. Like they're like there's Indian reservations where we can do like certain gambling and stuff like that. We used to have a horse track like right next to my house, the Hollywood Park, but yep, no online. They're not letting us have it unless you want to do like DraftKings, which isn't. It's like fancy football kind of thing. I
So
rather
that's
just bet
okay.
on the team. Yeah, that's okay. For some reason, that's okay because technically it's skill based.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
fantasy is
odd.
typically allowed everywhere. There's a few places that still don't allow it, but it's kind of like microtransactions in video games. It's like entry level degeneracy type shit, and they don't even realize that. Like, yeah, let the kids open microtransaction boxes, but they're just going to be full blown degenerates when they get older. Yeah, let them play fantasy football because it's just going to turn into, well, I could put a 4-team parlay and mortgage my house and shit. You know what I mean?
Wait,
So
I mean, do you guys have Dave and Buster's down there? I mean, those
Yeah.
claw machines and stuff, that's just gambling for children.
Oh
But
yeah.
all that's okay.
the claw machine, we're gonna take the claw machine and compare it to microtransactions. That's a bit of a
Compared to
reach.
gambling, absolutely. I see my
Nah.
kids do. Have you ever seen the coin pushers at
Okay, the coin pusher I'll go into. You're just dropping a random ass coin in there. But if you're skilled at the crane machine, I can go in there and bang 9 out of 10. I mean, that's not really.
No. You're thinking back 100 years ago when you had to have skill. Now these things are like they're timed, right? Like, okay, we'll let somebody win every 100 times. There's not much skill in claw machines, especially at the Dave and Buster's. It's all freaking luck.
I
What's
guess
percentage?
newsflash, I'm old as fuck. So yeah, I might be talking
used
about
really well
old
at them.
school claw machines. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my dad owns like loads of arcade machines and stuff. He always like used to play about with them, and you can change your percentages on all of them. There's literally a switch in the back of the machine.
Right, exactly. By the way, we got Bruin 88 in the house. He is skipping the Lamborghini. Yeah, we are too. Yeah, tired of minting commons. We are definitely tired of minting commons, but we might go buy the blue Lambo in the aftermarket. At least I think. Actually, Bob Sales says you're going to buy the common, right?
The blue one. I'm
The-
not
oh,
sure
you're
which
gonna-
one it is.
Okay. Oh, the rare. Okay, gotcha.
It's a rare. Yeah.
I hate these uncommon, rare, just common. I mean, it's like the soda size, small, large, whatever, medium. Just call it all the same. I don't uncommon for the common. I don't get it. They're naming these things.
That's
It's
right.
It's
Just
like
like
the,
pussy and respect, VE doesn't get it, but now we're going to join in for a horse race. We got a full one here, 12 horses coming at you, and they're off and racing in the Mystic Invitational Handicap. Mohair is going to break the best bit from between horses. Then there's Kyoshi. Dot trots along here in third at a Bigfoot Stables. Up in fourth comes One Way Ride out there in the Teal Silks, followed by Winter in fifth, and Cruel Summer is going to round out the leaderboard here as they shoot out into the opening turn in this 5-furlong affair. Track is soft and racing is good here on Saturday morning on the Drop Zone. Mohair's Race to Lose opens up by 2. Now Cruel Summer tries to get going. Winter tucked in down at the rail with a ground-saving trip, tries to make it happen. What the fuck happened to Dot? That's my horse. We need that bitch to make some money. But Mohair's up front trying to bring it home. Mohair now 11 pounds. Comes Cruel Summer down the center of the track. But Winter's in full board. There's about 7 trying to make it happen. But as we look at Denali and Winter, and don't blink now, but here comes Dot. Holy shit, I didn't think it was going to happen. But it's going to be Denali. Denali and Winter on the outside, but it's going to be Denali. Hold it off as Winter and Kyoshi. I was too busy looking at my own damn horse. Oof.
Which one was your horse?
Dot.
Well, there you go, brother. You got it.
No, we did not get it. We took
I know.
took fourth.
You can't.
Is that the
will.
pink one? The pink rider?
Pink Rider. Yeah, I had the pink silks. Black, pink, and blue.
Nice.
Just to give everyone a warning, if you care. And I don't
No, I was
care.
in the.
Hold on.
yeah.
3 minutes until the drop, in case you wanted to get it. Too late to join the wait list, though. But get ready if you're going to snipe. I'm getting ready. Let's see what I can do.
Are you ready?
Yeah. I do not have the minty fresh numbers, but I do believe Vault put them up. So let's go steal them from Vault.
Let's go.
Darn it. Hold on 1 second here. Let me. Is this bad to take Vaults? I hope he doesn't get mad at me.
We're
Oh, Mo-
sharing. We're the community.
We are sharing. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's not going to work in there, is it? Yeah, there we go. Mo, if you have the chance and the will, I did put the minty fresh numbers from our good friend OG Vault.
I ain't using his fucking graphics. Fuck that bullshit.
All right. Well, I'll just tell you guys real quick. 1963 is FA Lamborghini. 1916 is Lamborghini, the actual guy's date of birth. 2023. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but 1963, if you can get that. 1916, those are the big ones. So.
Yeah, because we have a certain level of quality control around here on the drop zone, especially with my shit, and his stuff on canvas ain't gonna hold up. So, yeah.
Hey, this is whoa. I know, right? Like Mo does not like it when I use Canva or Fillmore. He's like, "You are gonna stop this."
Yeah, because everything will say it came out the fucking 90s and shit, bro. This ain't Saved by the Bell. This is fucking 2023 doing live streams on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be playing with Mo. Mo knows graphics, baby. Let's go.
He knows what's up.
I mean, I animate for a fucking living and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck around. Like, if my name's on shit, it's got to be on shit. So,
Got to be on
the way it goes.
There you go, guys. You aren't getting any more numbers because my shit's from Canva. Although, once all this vacation stuff's over, I will be spending more time learning Adobe. By the way, guys,
you've gotten better though. At least you put fucking drop shadows on things. I can read it. Lord.
right. That's funny. All right, guys, we got only a few seconds here. I am in the wait list, but I'm not buying. I don't suggest if you're on it that you buy it either.
20 waiting.
All right, here I go into sniping mode.
I do like pushing buttons though. That's the only thing. It gets me every time.
Do it, Bob. Do it. Do it for the channel.
Do it for the channel.
That's what happened to Volt.
All right.
That's why you had to go back and get a real job.
I've been selected. Imagine that.
Yeah, I've been selected as well.
Imagine that.
Oh, I got selected too.
Oh,
holy shit.
I didn't go for it.
I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to leave it.
No,
I'm going to do it.
It's all good.
I know what's going to happen. I'll do it, and I'm going to get the white one.
Did anyone? Nobody switched their mind, right, and went for it.
No.
Nope.
No, holding strong this time. Let's go. Self-restraint.
I'm waiting for the blue one. I think the blue one's the best looking.
I think you're right. The blue one that's what I'm on right now. I'm not on yet. I'm looking for one. There it is. 80 gems for the blue.
Ooh-wee. That's coming down to 50 real quick.
Yeah, that'll come down.
Come on down, baby.
Yeah.
I'll come back down.
Now it's trying to pick the best spot to buy in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to get here. 670.
I mean, do you guys really think it's about the price of buying in or the time frame of buying in? Because if you actually just go back and look at the price history of most of these items, it's like, at 4 p.m., we've already kind of maxed out. Now it's just going to go up a fucking cliff, right? And then you look fast forward 2 more days. Okay, it's been sitting there. All right, 72 hours are gone. Humans aboard. Off a fucking cliff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like if you just play the time game more than the price game, like, to me, it just seems like I do way better. Not really worrying about, like, what's my buy-in. But
see, the only thing with that is it's if you're looking for mint numbers, it's within the first hour.
Yeah,
okay, that's true. That's true, yeah.
65 on the blue, 900 on the secret rare.
900.
I mean, I was tempted to go for that 3-digit for 65, but I think that's got a lot of room to go yet.
Yeah, I'm thinking I don't know where I want to buy it. I know whatever I do here is going to be wrong.
I think I'm
normally best to leave it for the first hour, I think.
I'm playing the Mo game. I'm gonna sit on it, wait till it gets to my 40, and then I'll buy a Lambo.
Oh, there was 1508. I need 1509. Ugh, man.
We've had 700 orange sold. We've had about 600 of the blue.
Oh, I thought the uncommon was the ultra rare.
300.
The white one's the ultra rare.
Yeah, white's ultra rare.
Yeah, white's you are, yeah.
That one's awful as well.
We got 59 on the blue.
Well, the secret rare hit 350, 500.
Yeah, that's a question. know what to do on that. I was thinking about sniping that. Ooh, 420 for 80. I'll buy it. Whatever. I got
That's
it.
a good deal.
I got
There you
I got the blue 420 for 80. I took it.
That's a good deal.
That's
a
pretty
good
good. That's pretty good. See, that's what I say. Like the mid numbers, that's where you need to get them.
100%, 100%. But I don't really. I mean, biggest bro. I mean, you don't know too much about my vault, probably. But I don't really collect. You know what I'm saying? To like buy and flip and mint. I just, if I own it, I own whatever mint number I own, and I just throw it in there and forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I feel the same.
that's how I roll. So, but you are right. If you are going for mint numbers and you're looking for specific things, yeah, 100%.
See, I'm a bit of both. I don't normally shop for mint numbers really at all. That's not normally my thing, but I do like to then try and make money if I can to then buy other items in the app.
I think
Would
you
you
have,
say it's not your bag, baby?
you have to be careful mint chase. Even 420. I mean, I think I'll sell that 420 for a profit, but yeah, you just never know. But I think 420 on a Lambo is a pretty good one. It just depends what you have.
See,
What
it's
the-
good.
You know who's
Actually
going to
calls for
buy
a
that
celebration.
one, right?
Who's gonna buy it?
VeVe Vault or OG Vault. He's going to buy that one.
Not for what I have it up for. No.
Oh, I feel like I'm in the middle of a fucking fan club. Hey, to Double Quill, shout out. Good to see you.
Hey, good to
Appreciate
see
you coming over here to hang out.
Oh, the blues
hanging
hit
out with
40.
us.
But yeah, we got some special guests here on a Saturday, man. This is actually kind of nice. Not too often we're joined by the people. Usually just me and BE trying not to get canceled. So I appreciate other people coming on trying not to get us canceled.
Oh,
I got my $40 blue. Let's
blue's
go.
gone to
Did you really?
39.
Wait, it's already at $40?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
39.
I ripped this pen one time. Holy shit! Let me do it again.
Now, just
Oh,
remember
man.
that there is going to be not financial advice. There is going to be a little bump here when we get closer to that 15 after for the rebound. But be careful. Don't get tricked.
And it's going to be interesting because I don't think these are going to sell out.
That's exactly why I bought that 420 because I don't.
Yeah.
That's
They're not going to sell.
crazy.
So it's going to be interesting to see what the price does because it doesn't sell out.
Well, I FOMO'd into one already.
Uh-oh. What did you get?
So I got 875 for 40 gems.
I think that's a good deal, man. I think that's good.
A
I was
bargain.
trying to get the one. Oh, it's gone 36. No,
Yeah.
someone just listed for 36.
I told you that probably will go lower. I mean, that's what I thought. They could hit under 30, but we'll see.
I mean,
There's
I
30.
think
I just
the
saw
40
30.
gems, I can't argue.
Oh,
30.
you guys really aren't about to talk me into this, are you?
30.
Oh, I only have 16 gems on my account. Y'all can't talk me into this, so
Yeah,
holy shit.
No, the orange is going to 16. Let's go, baby.
Okay, yeah, actually, let's get to 16.
Let's go.
Looking for 16 now. Looking currently at 35. Do I hear 34 and a half now? Put it down for 34 and a half now. Looking around, looking 34 now. I'm at 34, 34, 0, 0, 90, 15.99. Not gonna find one. Not sold.
No.
Yeah, we need 15.99.
I think that blue one's holding at 40.
39. I saw 35. There was one that went to 35. Let's see here.
I think that white one's gonna. Oh, jeez. The orange one's 30 gems.
Yeah, I'd be careful, man, on that one.
Wow.
All right, so SR is down to 300.
I didn't expect to see them go that low. I must admit. I thought the lowest you'd see is 40 gems.
You must be new here.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So you come back the third time for a Lambo,
Right.
bring your fucking helmet. You know what I'm saying? Like there really is no excuse of like if we're going for these, you have to understand you're going for that SR or you're taking a heavy loss.
You're right. I mean, we're at 58 at 150 from Abdullah Sharif. He's a good sniper. He's out there, but yeah, they're not selling for a lot right now. I do think we'll see if they don't sell out, these prices will come back. Do we know where we're at on sales, Mo? If you're not sniping,
Not
maybe.
even close.
Yeah, let me take a break from my busy sniping.
There's still 849 of the blues, 1,000 of the orange. Yeah, it's nowhere near selling out. Nowhere
Yikes.
near.
So, I mean, that can cause the price to go up. But, you know, again, this is where special mints come into play. So there's 1508 for 37. There's 1509 in the set. That potentially could be worth getting, but not financial wise.
Yeah, there's still more than half of each variation in the store right now.
Ugh. 60 for 100. Wow.
28 gems for a Lambo. That's crazy. Crazy.
Is it though? Is it though? Like,
Not really, but it
No.
feels crazy,
it does feel crazy.
right? It feels dirt cheap.
You know, if anyone
there,
told
there
maybe-
could possibly be like an easy 10 gem, 20 gem profit there.
well, we might see again. These will start. The price should start to come up a little bit as we get closer to the 15-minute or 15 after. At least that's what normally happens. So we'll see. And if it doesn't, we're screwed.
Am I the only one that realizes that the blueprint is already laid out in front of us for like every fucking drop at this point? And we shouldn't even be surprised. Like, prices, we always say, oh, the prices are going to kind of move. And then, well, everyone thinks the prices are going to move. So what happens? Now they just don't move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone's following the same freaking blueprint. We're all watching the same YouTube videos and listening to the same shit, right? Like, it's just right in front of us, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why I think VeVe is so freaking boring these
No,
days.
but
Like,
I agree with you. But the thing is that we've had a couple times where that changes, where the calculus changes and people do really well. It's probably because of scammers and people manipulating the market. But everyone wants to be part of that scenario, and that's
no, but maybe, yeah, maybe if it's a good drop. If it's a good drop, it would make sense. But I'm saying, but if you look at these drops and like, what conversation would take place in the VeVe room? It's like, hey, Charlie, you guys think we could get our asses kicked on this month and not sell out? Yeah, dude, we got a third set of fucking Lambos back there. All right, let's set it up for Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
think-
that's what's taking place. Like,
I think for me, the worst one I've seen is the 6 Tarzan book. Like, why are we still releasing Tarzan book?
I know.
oh god,
And like
Well, that's-
obscure ones, like two.
It's like a meme.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Who cares? But you know, here's the thing: these Lambos, we're going to be able to race them, right? So I don't know. It makes sense to me. Saw a blue Lambo for 28. Ooh, I didn't see that, and I've been looking.
yeah, but there's like
Wow.
15,000 Lambo variations for 2,000 users. I mean, everybody's already got their car for the VeVeverse. I have 6 of them.
Yeah.
Do I really need a 7th? I mean, am I fucking the Andrew Tate of freaking the VeVeverse?
Maybe.
Now I'm gonna go out and get myself a Bugatti.
Oh, did a Bugatti.
I'll be a Bugatti.
But that's going to be the problem, innit? Because now we're all going to be driving about in Lambos.
235 on the SR.
I'll be driving DeLorean, Bobby.
Oh, are
You
ya?
know what I mean?
See,
Yeah.
I've got a kit and a couple of Lambos.
I got the kit too, but you're gonna find me full-time DeLorean, my friend.
Yes, I think mine's going to be kit. Just
Yeah, I
looks
like
cool.
it for sure.
No, because when I'm high and shit, I don't want my car fucking talking to me. It's fucking annoying. It's like when I'm high, I don't want my girl talking to me either. It's like, just shut the fuck up. Go watch a cooking show or something.
Put down the.
No, I'm kidding,
joints.
by the way. I'm kidding. I forgot. I just realized it's Saturday. She might actually be watching.
Bro, I guess that's gonna get my ass kicked.
Did nearly last time.
You are
Mine's already
driving
been kicked at the
impaired.
weekend, so I'm off the hook.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want to, I don't really want a car that talks to me. The same way I don't want a car that drives for me. You know what I mean? Like,
That I
how do you
get.
guys feel, Bob and Biggest? How do you guys feel about these damn self-driving cars? Are you guys on board
Not
with these
trust
things?
one in the world.
Not yet. Not yet. No.
All right.
I'm
Because
good.
these are becoming baseline questions as to how much I trust our guests that come on the show. Because the ones that come on and tell us they have full faith in robots, you guys might see less of them on the drive zone. Just saying. No, I'm
Yeah, I
kidding.
was about. I wouldn't trust one for nothing. I think that's human. You know.
Yeah, no, you can't. And I'll tell you what, driving out in the country, because Shelby Cobra's car can kind of self-drive, it doesn't work. Like if there aren't, lines painted on the road correctly, it doesn't work right. So it's freaking dangerous. I can tell you that.
Well, we've just got to the little shopping robots that are driving about, and them things are useless. Like, there's a couple of times I've pulled them off the side of the road and pulled them up the curb, and I mean, if they can't get them right, I don't know about driving cars.
Yeah, like, why do I have to become a helping hand to the fucking robots all of a sudden? There's like a delivery robot who didn't realize it's like a 3-foot curb and he's like a little 2-foot fucking robot. And I'm watching this little thing struggle. Like, I have a hard enough time watching old people struggle. But like now I gotta watch little robots that are trying to deliver some freaking Chinese food or something. And I'm like, oh, come here, little robot. Let me give you a hand. Give him a little push. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the hell did I become that guy? It's fucking,
The
what a weird ass
funniest
world we
thing
live in.
is, every time you do it here, you hear a little voice of someone that's controlling it. Say, thank you, cheers for the help, or can you help push me? Or and it's like, what is the point? It's like, just get the person to deliver the stuff.
Oh, see, I wish that would happen to me because I would ridicule the fuck out of them for like 3-4 minutes, and then I would help. But in the meantime, I would just make them feel like shit.
No, honestly, I watched one before for about 5 minutes, sat on the curb balancing, and all I could hear is, "Can you please help me? Can you please help me?" And it could clearly see us standing behind it, laughing. And then as soon as we lift it up, it's like, "Thank you for that. Cheers for that."
That's crazy.
Little robot, like in the middle of the intersection. Stop yelling at me! Stop laughing!
But they
Oh
don't even
my
look quick
God.
either.
On the blue Lambo, it's starting to move up. It's at 40 gems,
Yeah,
$39.99.
It went up 40 cents.
I
Wow,
know.
what a move.
No, it got down to freaking 28. No, it's they're at 35.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, look at the wifey blaming me. Oh man.
Operator error. I mean, if anybody knows, Shelby Cobra would know.
She would know. She would know.
Well, the
Now,
black
I've never
one's
personally
back
felt the strike of
220.
the Cobra, but yeah.
By the way, just quick story since I know you guys don't care. Yeah, it was a lot of fun last night going to go pick up an RV and finding out it was broken into. That makes me happy. Nothing makes me happier than white trash breaking into my freaking RV.
Yeah, I didn't know how much you wanted to go into, so I was waiting for you to bring it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That sucks, dude.
We're so fucking pissed. And then last night I'm like, did they take our TV? Because it was on the wall, but it's kind of hidden with the slide in. And she's like, you know what? I don't know. So like, there's probably a bunch of stuff that they took. They took, oh my God, they took like a knife my grandmother bought me when I was 15. Like, yeah, not worth much, but I'll never get that back.
Sentimental, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
so pissed about it. Oh, fuck. If I
Do you
finally,
feel like it was an inside job?
certainly somebody from this little community. I actually was talking to one of the owners yesterday because
Like, you don't post on Facebook when you go away, right? You know, like, oh, I can't wait to go away to so-and-so for 6 days.
No.
Like, the people who do that are freaking asking for it.
Right.
But
No, but what happened? Listen to this. What they had units that weren't rented, not where we had our RV, but they had like actual units. You know, you can put your crap in. What somebody did the other day was they broke into one of those because they didn't lock them, and they don't have cement in between the walls, so they just freaking cut through the walls and stole everything out of all the units.
Whoa.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
guys.
sorry to hear that. That's
Yeah.
pretty rubbish.
Luckily, her mom was here, and we're in her RV at this place. But yeah, now it's probably going to take us months to get this fixed. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
wait, so the RV wasn't at your house?
No, we have it stored.
Oh, okay. 'Cause that's what I was thinking. I'm like, how did the RV get broken into and your house and everything else around was fine? That's why I kept on asking people like an inside job. So this was at like a park, a RV park or something like that?
Well, it was actually just a storage place. As we wait for the resort to find a space for us here, we have to store
Wow.
outside. Yeah, and they got in, they broke through the fence. They fucked up our RV, another one, and then they also broke into all these other units. So it's crazy, you know, and they're never going to find these guys. They'll never find them.
The security unit not liable for that.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
you sign your life away. Hey, Bruin 88 can tell us. You sign your life away when you sign these contracts for these self-storage. They basically say you're liable. I mean, we have insurance, but it's, you know, it's not going to kill us, but we got to pay $500 deductible. You know, personal property we didn't really care about. We didn't insure it. It just didn't seem worth it to us. And they're not going to be able to replace the things that I care about. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's just been an effed up week. Broken toe, airlines, everything. It's been so crazy that I actually feel pretty happy today. So
You have been tested, sir.
I have been still here, and it looks like the Lambos are still here. Let's see how crappy the prices are, though.
Yeah,
The
that's
blue is at
terrible, mate.
36. So there you go, guys. We are after the 15-minute mark, and now they drop.
Yeah, they're about halfway sold. That's about it.
Yep.
Yeesh.
The RV Bruin. Yeah, that's we got it. We actually, the police never ended up coming last night. So they went this morning. They're supposed to give me a call. We got to do all the reporting. So,
Oh, wow.
oh my God, 35 on the blue. What is going on here?
When you're feeling blue.
I'm thinking about buying an orange one.
What are they at now? I didn't even look.
26. I'm
Yeah, I
thinking it might go
96.98.
lower yet.
Can we
Come
get to
on,
15.98?
Yeah, right.
$16, baby.
If somebody just throw one up for $15, $16 and then I'll buy it. Yeah.
As soon as I said that, it's gone up to 28 now.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying, we got people just like to mess with us. You know. What I'm
By
saying?
the way, I'm just gonna have a conversation with Bruin 88 when you're done. Like, I know we can sue them, but we could. Isn't it really? We have to find that they were negligent in some way. I think that's how it would have to work. Plus, I don't know if it's worth it because we can just claim it with the insurance. I guess we could get them to pay the deductible. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm more worried about suing Frontier. That's going to be my fun game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Drop
The
Zone
airplane company.
coming soon to be sponsored by Frontier Airlines.
Don't.
For all your travel needs,
Yep.
fly high with Frontier.
Was the aeroplane problems that bad?
We didn't even get just besides the part that they screwed us on the voucher, the $1,000 voucher that we can use only once, which is the most ridiculous thing. The night we flew out, we didn't get home till 4:30 in the fucking morning. So, and it was supposed to be home at 12:30. It's just the airline's going down. I found out they just bought Spirit Airlines, so now we've got one big crappy company. But yeah, that voucher thing, we talked to another guy who took it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I saw that. I was pissed." When they say they're going to give you $1,000 to give up your seat, you think you've got $1,000. Each ticket that you've got $1,000 to spend in a certain period of time, not that you can only use it once. So yeah, not happy about it. And they are going to pay for it. And like I said, I'm going to get the law changed. There's a couple senators that are working to have like a bill of rights for, flyers. They don't actually have one. I thought they did, but it's, all up to the airlines if they want to give you one. If they want to give
I mean, it just sounds like another job for Skin and Bonesowitz, attorneys at law.
Yeah.
So that holiday didn't really go to plan, really, did it?
33 on the blue. Should I buy it? Oh, it's gone. I don't know what
I'm
to do.
tempted to get an orange for 25, I must admit.
But why
Yeah.
get an orange at 25 when you can get one at 15 in a few hours?
I think I'm going to need to get one at 20 because I'm 5 gems short. And I can't access the
boy.
Bob Sales wife account because she hates me at the minute. So that's a message I'm not sending for. Can I have a code, please?
Oh man, yeah, that's the worst one. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, can I? I'm trying to log in. I just need the 2FA
Yeah.
code. Fuck you. No.
Yeah, unlike everyone else, I actually put her email address.
Like, what kind of fucking code is COUCH? Like, couch. The hell does that mean?
Oh man, too true.
We're going to have to add Bruin 88 to the Skin and Bonowitz and Bruin 88, right? Because he's the real lawyer.
Yeah, we can't use a real lawyer because then he has to fucking charge us. If we just pretend to be lawyers, it's all for fun.
I must admit,
we give him $1, right? That's how Better Call Saul does it, right?
Oh, is that how Bruin rolls? He's got some sort of like pro bono stuff for the skeleton. I got it.
That's right, Mo. That's right. We are pro bono.
Pro bone.
Well, I'm definitely pro bone.
Speaking of, just because nobody cares about this drop, well, we do, but what about those Cryptoys, Mickey and Friends?
We're gonna get to that. Why are you going ahead in the script?
I'm hiding. I'm hiding.
Because there is no script, bro. This is what we do. We just bring
There's
up.
always a script. You didn't get the email this morning? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I did.
Every morning, Shelby Cobra wakes up with a butt crack at dawn. She types it out while drinking her tiger's blood, and then she emails it to all of us. How did you not fucking get this?
She was mad at me this morning for waking her up early. But yeah, I'm excited about the drop. I wish we knew when it was going to actually happen, but yeah, they all look really good. I'm excited.
So you guys gonna do the big drop stream?
Oh, of course.
I mean, assuming they don't do it during my honeymoon, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, no, I may have to do it from the cruise ship. I may have to actually.
Imagine.
Yeah,
I told
and then halfway through the stream, it's gonna be like, "Hey, Be, why is the cruise ship leaving you?" And you're just gonna see Shelby waving because she's like, "I had to get rid of this motherfucker. I can't take this shit anymore."
that's right. She's already said that. So, I mean, she might just push the cruise ship anyways. So,
You're not allowed to stream during your honeymoon, sir. Let me
I-
just tell you right now.
Yeah.
I know.
That's my collectibles style.
Different. She said she might give me 20 minutes for a VeVe drop just to go for it. So yeah, but now wait list. I mean, I guess it really wouldn't be that much. So my
So-
fourth.
If I told my girl I was giving her 20 minutes for a VB drop, she'd be like, "Well, it beats a minute that you normally give me, so
Right. Well, there
it
you
kind of
go.
work out."
Yeah, my missus don't like stuff like that neither, I must admit. What was I going to say? Yeah, the Mickey. So I watched that stream last night, and I must admit I was a bit confused with what was going on. I mean, I like the crystal ones. They're really nice, but I'm not so sure about the multicolored ones. But
Oh, you better
then,
watch your fucking mouth, Bob.
and then you know the last ones. Before anyone explained they were glow in the dark, I sort of looked at them. I thought, I'm not 100% sure on them colouring, but apparently the last ones are glow in the dark, right? So if
You're
you
walking a
look at
fine
them
line
now,
in this chat room right now.
yeah, that one there, the scarcity with 20%.
The legendary, they glow in the dark.
So they're supposed to be glow in the dark, but
Yeah,
as
they
you
have
look
a
at
big
them
glow.
there,
They're
they
neon.
kind of remind you of like the mountain thing, don't they?
Oh yeah, it does.
Do you get what I mean? The mountain effect. They kind of have that on them.
Yeah, like
So
when their
I
ears
will-
is like the grid and did the.
So I was a bit puzzled when I see him. I thought, is it a bit too much? But if they do glow in the dark, that's going to be pretty cool.
Well, yeah,
And
but
the
that's
crystal ones.
they all
I
glow.
would say the crystal ones are definitely the best ones.
See, I disagree. I don't like the Grail or the Ultra Grail. I mean, I think they're cool, but as far as the ones I'm going after, nah. Legendaries and rares. That's where I'm at. And give me the commons, obviously.
Actually,
but-
I mean, I like just normal, but I definitely like the Grail. I'm big on the Grail, and I do like the commons. I mean, again, for this, it's not about value for me, at least at this point. So, but yeah, I think it's a good set.
I need the commons. I just need the regular.
Need the commons. Yep.
Need them, and
Right.
then I really like that Ultra Girl Pluto, man. That thing looks far out.
Oh, these are sick with the Galaxy, and they were talking about how like they're themed after like some of their favorite rides or whatever from Disney. And
Right.
that's what I'm saying, man. It's like there's always a lot of character that goes into these characters, but they really do a really good job of like giving a shit about, like I said, putting that into every single drop. So, which I don't think VeVe can say the same. But
curious.
look at this Pluto.
I'm curious
Pluto's
about
neon
the
bones.
animation.
Bob, how do you not want this, Bob? Are you gonna talk shit? Look at the
it's
80s grid.
Not, that's
You know what
not
I'm saying?
for me.
Neon
It's
colors.
just-
Oh, it's not for you, Bob?
It's just the colors. They're just not for me. But then if that glows in the dark, that will
Oh, it
be
does.
better. 100
Yes.
million%. That definitely would explain the colors a lot more if they do glow in the
Yes.
dark. Whereas the crystal ones, I like them, but I don't know how they're gonna animate them. 'Cause that's gonna be a weird one to animate, surely.
It reminds me
they're-
of those
I-
little figurines that they have of those.
Yeah. But I think they are animated, right? They're all going to be animated again.
Yeah.
So
By the way,
I'm
Bro,
looking
just
forward to seeing
thanks for all
that.
this information. Send me the bill, or send Shelby Covert the bill. Yeah, I'm not scared to sue people, especially if they're negligent. Yeah, so I'll be looking into it. That's a crazy situation. All right, so yeah, back to crypto. Here's the thing with cryptoids. This is what I like: the fact that they're not like just dumping a bunch of drops every week. Like, it's okay to have a big drop and make something big out of it, and do it. I mean, their last drop hasn't been for a little while. I think that's okay than this all the time stuff. Even if you don't love every, Mickey and Friends piece out there or toy, I still think it's great that they don't flood the market. It makes it more fun, I think. Everyone else just floods the market with their stuff, and they're not going to do that.
Yeah,
I think the comics have definitely been flooded. I think the comics definitely need to be shortened down a bit now.
And just stop doing the Tarzan, or just give them away.
Oh
from
yeah, Tarzans definitely need to stop. That should have stopped 3 comics ago. That was just
It should have
that
stopped
was so
after the
bad.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
the when it should have stopped. I mean,
But I think that's one of David Yu's personal favorite
I
comics
think it
or
is.
something like that. I think that's what it is. So it might just be that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bruno, do not send a bill to the company account, please. I'm in enough virtual debt.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I don't know.
like
I guess I disagree on the comics. Sorry, guy, biggest bro.
No, I was just saying, I actually like that Cryptoys doesn't have a market right now, because I think that they're able to really concentrate on their product, unlike most of the other companies where they're just trying to pump stuff out. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you could tell by how they put everything out there, how Will is really boots to the ground, how they're really putting their design team out there, telling us about how they design. And you could tell that they really love what they're doing, and like seeing them geek out yesterday, like, oh, look at the details on this and stuff
Totally.
like that. Like, that's amazing. And I don't think there's ever been any kind of behind the scenes action like that with VeVe, where we actually know who designs these collectibles whatsoever. Except when Trevor was talking like on Twitter Spaces after he was gone from the company, but like. I think that the way that they're going, like, I don't know, it just every time I see Will talk, man, it's like he spews out this mist that makes me just like super bullish over anything he's saying. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and that's they're all passionate. I don't know if you saw the Cubathon where we had Freddie on the first one, where he just explained his whole life story coming from Venezuela with nothing coming here, and here he is now, doing his own project, working with Disney. I mean, it's amazing. They all care, and they literally care about what they're doing. They're not just trying to dump out a bunch of stuff and throw out a weird looking collectible like VeVe has on certain things. There's some good things on VeVe, but they've released a lot of trashy ones, I think. They put a lot of thought into what they put out there, and that's important to me. And you're right, the biggest bro, as far as not having the market allows them to focus on that. It also allows us to focus and not worrying about how much is it worth. We have to decide, okay, can we play with this? How are we going to play with this, and think about the future of that part of it and the games and all that. I like that part.
Yeah.
The only thing is, without a market, they might not go mainstream. They need that market to go mainstream.
And they know
and it's
that.
it's like with toys in real life, you have the option to sell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they are. And they have that in their white papers. They're looking at 2024 for the market, which isn't too far away. We don't know if it's going to happen right away, but it's going to be there. By the way, 205 on the secret rare, if you guys care.
I mean, it's definitely going to be there because they've already put the place on the website, right?
Right,
So
exactly.
you can see it's going to be there.
Yeah, I think the plan, though, and that's why I think the Asterix third-party marketplace may come sooner. I think there may have been something tied with Amazon Marketplace early on. That's just because when the Amazon stuff got pushed back, I mean, what other third-party marketplaces with that type of chain would they even really be looking at? So that just makes it was kind of weird that we kind of had that, asterisk on there for a third-party marketplace.
Do we know whatever happened about the Amazon market?
Yeah, they're waiting for better conditions.
I mean, I get it, but like they're the ones who can make the conditions better by having a market, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you could think Amazon's all mighty and powerful, but when the rest of the world still hates NFTs and crypto and everything else with no regulation and just scams run wild, good luck with that battle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that is the way kind of Amazon's looking at it. But that being said, behind the scenes, if you watch like Twitch and you watch these other platforms, Amazon is integrating NFT gaming, and they are integrating NFT drops on Twitch and stuff like that. So, and again, it's kind of like a devil in disguise type of deal. It's like, oh, make an account here with this, and it's just like a blockchain account tied to another account. Where on the back end, it's just an NFT wallet. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Transfer in, transfer out. Pay a gas fee, and then turn it to fiat. I think that's kind of like the wave, right? That's going to be the future. Biggest Bro and Bob, you guys Correct me if I'm wrong. I smoke a lot of weed and talk to a lot of people. You guys have the Nike shoes? You guys got the Nike drops?
I do, yeah.
I didn't bother. I didn't bother.
You didn't?
No, I struggle paying with my own trainers in real life.
You're right.
They're known like a fake pair of Nikes, but yeah, well, a real pair, but you know, it's not my cup of tea. I must admit. I mean, I only
know,
ever
but-
got into VeVe because of like some of the characters, and it was a bit more than an NFT. You know, it wasn't like a 2D OpenSea NFT, if that makes sense.
You don't feel like a $20 shot on one of the biggest brand names in the world that always
Well-
makes money wherever they go? You didn't think that was worth taking a shot 5 times
So
for
now,
$100?
now you're saying it's $20. I might have took a look at it. But I
But
was
that's what
expecting
that's
more
what I'm
than-
saying. Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
was-
Like,
That's
Right.
how I looked at it. It was like $20 to get into a Nike project, the first NFT with Nike.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
And Fortnite and all that. By the way, just real quick, G Money. Good.
yeah, shout out to G Money.
Tony Dolce, thank you for coming by. But yeah, the Nike, Mo got me onto the Nike. He's like, you just do it. And I kind of hesitated. I got them like a couple. Then he's like, no, get them all. Buy them all. Buy all that you can buy, the 5.
So
And-
they're already sold.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's sold out. Do we know when the next whatever's going to happen? Because they had talked about us doing more, I thought, but I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, they've talked about, doing other drops. They got the collaboration with Fortnite. I mean,
They haven't announced
you know.
anything lately, but
nope.
but
No
they're-
marketplace, no nothing. So,
The thing is, for $20, it's got to be worth a pump, right? It's $20. You're not going to miss it. Like, if that
Yeah,
makes
Mo,
sense.
do you have yours? Show
yeah.
Show them the ones you got. The oh man.
Oh,
you
I got the fire ones.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was expecting Nike trainer prices, so I was expecting like a decent pair of Jordans going to cost you 150 quid. You know,
Oh, isn't that insane?
I was expecting that sort of price. I weren't expecting $20. I must admit.
Oh Lord, they are on. As Nike Swoosh announced that they are on vacation. Well, there you go.
Good, let them go on vacation because my shit's gonna be sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really. I don't know. Everyone's always like, "Oh, I need marketplace. I need this. I need to flip. I need to make money." I'm like, y'all just need to chill, man. Like, go find another hobby. You know what I'm saying? Go get a 9-to-5 job and come back when this shit's all popping. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone, VeVe got us used to flipping and making big money, and then
VeVe's not doing too well, so maybe we should look at other directions.
and we aren't making big money, and that's the thing. We got to look. We're still very early. We got to look at the future and what's going to happen. And when you talked to me about Nike, it was like, yeah, let's do it because it makes complete sense. It's a big company. When big companies do stuff like this, it usually does well. And if it doesn't, it's not a huge investment.
Oh, you got the Independence Day joints?
Yes. That
Yes, sir.
Those are fire.
These are lit. I can't wait to wear these in the metaverse. Hell no, I can't wait to get rid of these things.
Literal lit.
I can't wait to flip the hell out of these things. These things are
Not
dope.
gonna
though.
lie, they're awful. Oh, that looks better.
I mean, I gotta. Yeah, that one's the coolest one. I got some very cool ones.
I mean, you can't use these to play hide and seek, but
right.
you know what I'm saying?
There he is with the Michael Jacksons.
You know where I said the Cryptoids were a bit too colourful? That white shoe was a bit too colourless at the time.
Right.
That looks pretty cool.
But that's the beauty of it, in my opinion, right? Like, you go from basic bitch to just, bam, now I'm lighting up. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, come see me backstage at a Jonas Brothers concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are out here.
We outside.
You know the box what you had? Is that how they come, or is that the
Yes.
sealed one?
Yeah, so there was a classic box and there was a modern box. I opted more for the retro box. I think I went 3 and 2, right?
Yeah, you were bigger
5 minute.
So was I.
Yeah, well, I'm a classic type of guy. You know, I'm the guy who bangs their bro missionary style. But yeah, I preferred to grab these, and I should have probably kept one of each closed, but I didn't. I did keep my one classic box, kept that closed. That's the
I had to
remix.
open them all, man. I was like, oh,
By the way, Mo, I hope you aren't marketing yourself for sex to other women. You can't say that, dude. You gotta be a little
What are you
bit.
talking
It's
Missionary-
pheromones.
You said you like vanilla sex. That's what you said.
Yeah, I also eat orange sherbet, and my favorite food is chicken cutlets. What's up?
I'm just saying, you gotta be
I'm
more
not trying to
excited.
market myself to anybody. I've been with my girl for 12 years.
I
Let's
know, I know.
go.
I'm just saying you should give an illusion that like you got a big bone down there, and what you're doing is more the missionary style.
Yeah, that's what I need to be doing to make my girlfriend happy, is wake up and put out the illusion that I'm trying to bang other broads and be adventurous in the bedroom. Why don't I go
Admit
rent
it,
the
it's as
fucking...
big
Why don't I
as
go rent the
Pluto's
Tarzan
phone.
room? Yeah, I'll go rent the Tarzan room at the Hollywood freaking hotel with the mirrors on the ceiling and shit. You know what I'm saying? Jesus,
That
BE.
Go.
I'm telling you.
He's got a big bone like Pluto.
Right.
That's right.
I'm just trying to help a skeleton out.
Hey man, he's not trying to pass out his secret rare bone, man.
I'm just saying. Yeesh.
Thirty
All right,
99 floor on the blue.
all
Not
right. Are you guys all back cow holders in here?
I am.
Yes, sir.
I know you are now, B. So I need to ask you, right? Because how do you feel now that you own a back cow, and it's basically like I'm guessing, right, that you got the back cow to get the comics, right? Like the Superman, Batman, and I think it was Action Comics, Detective Comics 27, and then another one, right? There's three more grails.
Yeah, Batman, Detective Comics, and Action Comics #1.
Yeah. What happens after those three?
That's what
Ba-da-na-na.
This the Vault Stream
Na, na,
after
na,
drive.
na.
See the 24-hour drive bar.
Hey,
Dive bar.
hey, hey.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
because
I was
like
just reading the comments in the side.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like I don't know, man. Like
It's peace out, bro. It's sell at the top and get the hell out. Get out of Dodge. 'Cause it's over. That's a wrap. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here type of shit. You know what I mean?
do you think that Detective Comics, that one's gonna be like, is it gonna be above $40, like in the market, like the common?
the number one.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah. It's going to be... It'll go for probably like 250-ish and up. And it might actually go higher early on. I mean, Superman took a massive hit recently just because the entire platform is in shambles. But again, if you're here right now to do this shit to make a buck today or tomorrow, then you can go for that. But if you truly believe in the space, then whatever they go for, it's going to be worth exponentially way more down the road. Because like I said, who doesn't want to read comics? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even a comic guy. But if I'm going to do anything with a lot of my collectibles, because you guys were saying, like, stop the comic drops and oversaturated, see, that's where I actually kind of disagree. Because for me, I kind of feel like drop comics every fucking day for all I care. Like, the people that want to read that comic will go read that comic. I wish everybody would stop pushing them like they're all keys and they're all grails and all that shit. But, like, drop a comic, make it like the freaking newspaper. Like, oh, I'm interested in this comic. Let me keep up on this series, right? Like, that's cool. But when it comes to collectibles, you keep dropping series #1, series #2, series #3. Like, that shit to me is kind of boring.
Yeah, like the
But
right, the
So
Batman.
yeah,
Ridiculous.
Sorry. So I definitely don't want them to stop comics full stop. That's definitely not what I was saying.
no, I know.
But they definitely should slow down on some of these rubbish of comics. Like, for sure, it's a bit too regular. I mean, my collection is 300 comics and then like 60 collectibles. So I'm like with you. I've collected comics this whole time.
But then, like, how many more I'm not a comic guy whatsoever, but how many Marvel Grails or keys are out there? And
I'm not
like,
a comic guy, and I'm gonna say 2.
yeah, that like
And one of them isn't coming out.
Damn right. CBE finishes my sentences now. It's like we've been married forever.
Right.
come on, we can get the punch. We can get the punch, guys.
No, there isn't much, but yeah, there's definitely not much left.
No.
If you're only thinking about like Golden Age and Silver Age stuff, there's some other good stuff out there. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think the Batman one should do pretty well on VeVe though. Yeah, I don't know how much we have left on Marvel. They're going to keep making movies. I guess they could come out with stuff with the comics that didn't do well in the past and bring them back, and who knows? But like you said, if we don't get Captain America #1, what else do we have? What's left, Mo? What do you think?
The X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men, right? X-Men #1. That was gonna be what
Right.
I had off the top of my head. Because outside of that, yeah, I'm not a huge comic guy. I mean, I would imagine the first appearance of America Chavez is massive.
True.
But
True.
I don't know even what edition that is or what comic series it was. So
Right.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I feel like comics are more subjective, kind of like art and reading books and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Like if they want to drop comics every single day and just not really even push them, is like, let's make them $20 today. Like no, just drop them. Do your morning comic drops, and then maybe a couple times a week drop some collectibles at the normal time. Because I feel like it's subjective. Like Bob, like you're collecting 300 comics, but are you the guy who's like out on the road, stuck somewhere, waiting to do something? Are you gonna pop them out and read them?
Yeah,
Like, 'cause I'm
I'm
sure-
always playing in AR and reading stuff. I mean, I've only read about 5 or 6 of the comics now, and the ones I did pick to read were the worst ones I probably had on the app. I picked the Daredevil one where he was in the cage. That was the first one I read. That was like the worst pick. It's like half a book.
Right. What about the people that are chomping at the bit? You know what I'm saying? To read like Marvel Zombies #1, or to read Amazing Spider-Fuck number 264, right? Like, there are people out there that absolutely wake up every day and they piss excellence and they're looking for these comics to read. So, what about those people? Like, I feel like they should just drop them over and over again, just get it out of the way, or else we're wasting precious time of our day at 11 o'clock waiting for these comics to come out that are absolute shit.
There's no way they re-release these digital comics.
They
right?
better not.
There's no way.
No, they
no
can't.
Way. No way. All right,
They can't.
Yeah. There's no way. Yeah, all right. Because like
Yeah,
that,
no, if they
like
do, they're
series
screwed.
2, like nah, bro.
Let me ask this question to everyone about just VeVe in general. Would we be happy with like one comic a week and one collectible, or what about every other week? Like, is it too much, or do we want to have something every week?
For me personally, comics, I literally listen to everyone else and did not go from there. Like, I'll check what you guys say, I'll check what Sleepin' says, and I'll see what my collectible says,
Right.
and then I go from there. But like, there's not too many that I get. Like the Venom one, I was excited for because I like Venom, right? And the Punisher one, I was excited because I like Punisher. But other than that, like, I'm going like, oh, I guess it's worth it. Okay, I need to have one, But I think they're still planning to do like this everyday thing, man. Like it's coming where they're gonna want to drop every day something.
I mean, they have to though. I mean, they have too many licenses. They have too many contracts and things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, new levels bring new devils, right? And that's what we say. Like Cryptoys, Cryptoys. That's powerful stuff. Keep that. TBB rather. Keep that in mind.
I'm putting that in the bag. New
levels bring new devils, my friend.
Woo!
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what people don't understand with Cryptoys, is that, I think Hanano kind of talked about it last night on the show. Great Unreal podcast, by the way. I was actually driving home and I was like, oh man, I got the alert. I was like, that can't even get a connection to type. I was like, but I can get like the feed. So I was like, I'm just gonna lurk on the way home. And I checked in with you guys. That was a good show. It was a good listen.
Yep.
But what he alluded to was saying like, oh, it's really cool right now when, you see Will and these guys all come on and hang out like personally, and I wonder how long that's gonna last type of deal, right? Because VeVe, by the time VeVe kind of caught fire, they were kind of like already in motion. They didn't really have the time to backtrack back to grassroots and be like, hey guys, we're gonna come do like these personal little talks and spaces, And yeah, we see David does interviews and Alex does his stuff periodically and Reese is MIA and all that good stuff. But you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think he kind of alluded to it that we'll kind of get there where Cryptoys will become so big where maybe they can't even come join us on the Cubathon type of deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Like,
for sure, yeah.
it's like, oh, we appreciate you little peasants doing the Cubathon for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, carry on. As Will's at the top of his ivory tower. No, I'm kidding, obviously.
Right.
But I mean, they do have to take that into consideration, right? Am I wrong? Like, they can't always be so hands-on from the top down, or can they?
No, for sure. I think right now there's lots of positive vibes around it, and the thing I think that deterred VeVe from opening the gates to the chocolate factory from now on has been like the people that just been like, you guys suck. Where's this? Where's that? Where's that? You know what I mean? I think the more that Cryptoids does get popular, the more people buy in, then the more people have problems, right? So like even right now with Cryptoids, there's a thing where like things are getting unboxed, right? And then like one of their big collectors is, he's creating a tizzy. So, it's if they get louder, then they might start closing the gates little by little, and then but it's really good right now for me because it's not like they run away from their problems. Like what I really respect about Will and the team is like there's a problem, they'll jump in front of it, they'll address it, and they'll talk about it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna just sit and hide and go, let's tweet about it about a week later, and then hopefully.
The thing is, and I know who you're talking about, and he needs to learn how to kill him with love and not just keep being a pain in the butt. They're actually working on these things, so that's what's good. But some people you can never make. There are some people you'll never make happy. That particular person spent like $20,000, so that's why they're upset. But if they read the white papers, I think they would have been able to see really the timeline. And I just think this isn't on their timeline, and that's a problem. But Cryptoids, I think, is doing a good job. Nobody's perfect, but I the fact that we can talk to them and they listen and all of that stuff, I think that's huge, and we're not getting that with other projects.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing about it is VeVe's grown so quick.
Right.
That also plays factor, you know what I mean? Cryptoids at the minute have literally just started growing. So it's part of the process, right? You have to make the appearances and stuff.
Right, totally. Well, yeah, that's true. And G Money's asking about Cryptoids, is the experience going to be good enough? I certainly believe it is. And hopefully everyone else does. I guess that is something we're going to have to see. But I feel like that they're going in that direction, and they're starting to do it. These things just don't happen as quick as sometimes we want them. But yeah, I think they're going to pull it off. I really do. Otherwise,
well, their vision is unlike anybody else's. Like Will, outside of Ian from Photo Finish, because again, their stories are very similar. These guys, and I really do hope to get a CEO show interview with both of them one day. But their stories are very similar, man. And when you have the type of conviction that Will has, and the type of mindset and the skill set to make it happen, that's a scary combination. That's like a triple threat type of deal, because this guy has ideas when it comes to, the mini games, the carnival type games, the in and out gameplay, right? All the stuff that makes mobile gaming successful is going to happen here with Cryptoids. Now, some people might say, well, Mr. Skeleton, I don't want, mobile games. Okay, well then they're going to have experiences tailored for you as well that are a little bit more long form, inside the Cryptoidverse. Everything's not going to be like an app or a game the way like BE was, demonstrating the first Cryptoids game that they were nice enough to give us access to. So I'm just saying, it's going to be all different types of experiences, right? And then you have the pockets that come into play and all these other different ways, with the Cryptoids. So,
and G Money's asking, is it going to be good enough to open your grails? I mean, if you look through the white papers, so I don't think I'm speculating here. They talk about how you're going to be able to, if you use your grails, you're going to get more points, right, when you're playing. And what can happen with that? Does that give you access to more stuff within the game, or maybe even drops? I feel like was something that they had said in the white papers. I think that would entice people to do it. Or if you work with a skeleton who forces you to open your grails, that sometimes happens. Right?
That is the facts.
If I land one of those comments, like, and he's like transparent, and he has a comment going through him, I have to put him on the block. He looks too good, man. He looks too good. Some of these Cryptoids, they're out of, like, your cat one, Panther, the one that's the lava one.
That was awesome. Yeah,
that thing is. Oh man, like with dripping, like his foot. That's
and the magma, the way it was glowing. Now take that and amplify that and stick it inside of neon tubing, and that's exactly what the neon ones that Bob doesn't like. That's what they're gonna look like. Is it gonna look like super amplified version of that? So if you thought that one looked cool with the magma, battle cat, oh yeah, you're about to see some shit.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, that's why I'm excited about making friends, and I'm also excited. We talked about this on on the Cubathon, but that they're actually, turning down projects, turning down IPs to make sure that they're focusing fully. Because if you do it right, it doesn't just happen automatically, right? It takes a lot of work. It takes a big team. And I think that's what you need to be successful. It doesn't guarantee it, but it does help your chances.
That's
Rob,
right.
you better be lying.
So I hate to interrupt you, but I've actually got to leave to a barbecue.
Barbecue? You didn't
I'm
invite.
so, so
You
I'm
go to a
sorry,
barbecue?
Bob. Yeah, but I'm sorry. So I'm going to be heading out.
Hey, thanks for coming by.
Thanks
We're
for
going to
coming,
see
man.
you
Well,
on-
thanks for having me.
Yeah, Bob, you want to talk about anything that might be happening maybe in the next week
Well,
or so?
hopefully you're all going to join me for my birthday party, which is the 15th,
Yep.
6 p.m. Eastern time, which is 11 p.m. UK time. It should be running throughout for as long as I can keep Mo and B kidnapped and whoever our other guests are at the time, because there's going to be loads of giveaways, loads of guests, hopefully, and it should be really fun. So
Let's
We'll
go.
be there, man. I
Oh,
got
yeah, man.
I got permission from wifey, so you're good to
Nice.
go. I'm excited.
she's even welcome to come and moderate the chat.
She'll do it. She'll make sure everything I say will be erased. Just real quick, how old are you going to be? Or will you not?
34.
Okay, you are
Pretty young pup.
Young
He's a-
Pop.
I'm not that young, but I'm feeling I'm starting to get the grays and the receding and everything's going on.
dude. You're fine. You don't even have to worry about anything until you're 40, and then you'll say I don't have to worry about it until 45, and then get to my age, and you're like, fuck. So
My hair
Ah,
went a
you
long
look
time ago,
fine.
Bob. You're good, man.
The animations
All right, Bob.
kill me every time. Right, I
Good.
better go anyway because my
Barbecue
nephew's
for
waiting
me.
for me.
All right, brother. Appreciate you
I
joining us,
love you
man.
and leave you. Thank you. I'll see you
Yes,
in a
sir.
few
Be
days.
good, Bob. Yeah, man. We'll talk.
Rob in the chat, you better be lying. You better
Yo.
be lying. Do
What's this
not
we're hearing
tell
about?
me Q1 Hulk airdrop. I will lose. I will lose it. I will lose
Wait,
it.
is that true?
I will turn into the Hulk. Ah!
nice. I like this.
No. No.
So Snapshot was September 6th. Is this official? Do we have any official?
No. I think they're the snapshot they're talking about is for the Batman #1. Rob's talking about. Rumor said Reverend Alex G said Q1 for the drop for the Hulk airdrop at the earliest. And
Gotcha.
no shot. I don't believe it. I don't believe you, Rob. You just want me in the green shirt forever.
Jeez.
You just want me in the green shirt forever. No way.
I also didn't know Avengers #1 was America Chavez's first appearance. So, yeah, apparently I do need to pick those up.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, what the hell, man? That Hulk airdrop was just so weird. Like, I understand, like, you have to find new and innovative ways to push your crap. But,
Right.
first of all, people would have bought Hulk regardless, I feel. Like, I understand the pencil drops. Like, would everybody have bought all the Frozen or the Wreck-It Ralphs and stuff like that? Probably not. So let's just put the pencil behind it and kind of create another reason to buy it. But, I don't know, man. It's just,
See-
they gotta come up with some new ways to make it fun, no?
I swear, with that airdrop, they saw how good that Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, and Lion King did, and they were like, you know what? We're not going to put out Captain Hook and Peter Pan. We're just going to make it all Tinkerbell. And
Right.
see if they'll buy 3 versions of Tinkerbell so we can just keep Peter Pan to ourselves. Like, wait, what? No. How
So
are
I
you gonna
have-
hide the main character? Like, no, wait. No,
Well, I have a
wait.
theory. It might be a hot take. My theory is that they didn't want the public going back and forth on whether or not Pan should be a man or a woman.
Really?
Because no matter which one they put out, the other side would have been fucking furious.
Well, because Peter Pan is a
Traditionally.
guy,
Right.
but historically, during plays and stuff, it's always usually played by a female. So,
Right.
yeah, that's interesting.
And especially in the world that we live in today, where you can look at someone and not even know
Yep.
what the hell they are. Which back when I was growing up in the 80s and 90s, that was not the case, by the way. You very clearly knew if you were looking at a man or a woman. All right, nowadays I'm like, it's some sort of in-betweener.
It's like the pregnant question. Just don't ask and just wait for the answer. You know what I mean?
I mean, sometimes you have no choice but to ask. I mean, like, what do I just say? Walk around saying, hey, you?
Hi, person.
I mean, say, like, none of that stuff bothers me. But
Yeah.
you could be right that is exactly what happened. I don't know, but
I'm
They could've
100%
gave us
joking,
Hook
by the way.
still.
I know.
They still give us Hook.
Well, we already have Hook.
Hook. Yeah, but I guess. So.
look how deflated you got when you realized the first appearance of Hook was a fucking little toy, little mighty looking thing.
right. So what's going?
Oh, that was classic.
What's going on with the Batman one? I'm just looking through the chat here.
Oh, so it's just the allow list. So it's 50% allocated to different things. I believe it's 30% for the back cow holders. 10%,
I thought it was 40.
Oh, 40% to back cow holders. 10 to like Harley Quinn, and 100 allow list for a poster, some kind of poster that they have.
Yeah, the chase poster.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's awesome. Not as much as the back cow holders thought they were going to get, but I still think that's pretty good.
Yeah, what does
Well,
that mean?
back cow's a 3 down to 335, so that apparently people are not reacting well to the news. And what I actually worry about the most is, could we potentially see like a 5 to 7,500 mint size, like 5K to 7,500 mint size on these?
Yeah, you were talking about like if they had a big mint size, it really would kind of, and maybe
that would be
Because then we would see it at $100 on the common. If they push this thing to 5K mint or 75, 10K for whatever reason, just to appease, you know what I'm saying, the one loud person in the room, yeah, that would be really, really bad.
Jay saying he heard 10. 10.
Oh no, that's what I was worried. Oh,
there
man.
could be a Rob. Yeah, that's crazy. And there's people with inside information, right? So I mean, I
know.
bought my back cow for 330. I still think it's worth the risk. Even if this isn't huge, you still have action number 1, and you still could get the legendary or epic, I guess. So I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Will they get, and not to be the guy, but like, will they give back cow holders early access to Superman? You know what I mean?
Cow
they
utility will expire, and they're gonna release the cape.
Right.
Oh, give me the cape! I'm down.
I'll buy the fucking cape.
I'll
buy the fucking cape. I just got screwed for 2 years with a back cow. Sure, I'll sign me up for something else.
I
Yeah.
get a cape. What? Give me a little shiny cape I can have. Let's go.
Oh, with 10K, guys, if that's true.
Oh, that's worse.
Oh
That's bad.
no,
That's bad.
God, that's what I was kind of thinking when I just opened up the screen and saw a back cow at 335. I was like, holy shit! I've actually been looking up Discord on the back end. I was like, man, did they announce the mint size? Because that.
But it could be wrong, and if it's wrong, those are going to skyrocket. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out this week.
Typically not. This is typically not wrong.
It's been a very interesting project watching from the sidelines for sure, the back house. Because, I mean, to be honest, like, their community is strong. Like, they're there every day. Every day on Twitter. They really believe in their project. But, like, just listening to a lot of them, it's because they were sold, this is the crown jewel. You guys are going to get access to everything and all this type of stuff. And so, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
I mean,
335 is pretty effed up. Like I said, I bought mine at 330, and then it went up to what, 480, 490, and here we are back.
well, right, because that's when they thought, we're probably gonna be sitting at like a Superman #1 mint size of 3,500, or maybe they go to 4K, 5K just to kind of allow for the new people that came in. But I'm
What would
just
be
like, man.
5K be okay, or you think that would still screw it up? I think that'd be fine.
I think I didn't get away with 5K without
think it
tanking the
would-
value. But I think
yeah.
if they go 10K, we're going to be looking at, 100 and change for the common, unfortunately. Instead of like a 10K legendary, like I kind of thought we'd see day one, we might be looking at more like a 5, 4, 5K. I mean, unfortunately. I mean, that's pretty sad considering that. I mean, it's sad considering that there's going to be so few available, and that, Superman #1 was skyrocketed like $27,500 that thing went to, and it was selling for like I think 17.5, if I'm not mistaken. So, there might have been some that sold even at the 20s, but I know 17.5 I think was the highest sale I remember seeing. So, and it was consistent at the time. So I don't know. I have a lot of concern now.
Just out of
for this
curiosity,
drop.
are there any laws that prevent Palm or whatever, keeping legendaries for themselves. I mean, for instance, if they knew this was going to be worth something, they'd be better off holding back without letting us know a certain amount for just themselves. And then, I mean, eventually we'd probably find out, but toss him on the market for 27,000 or 25,000. It's a lot more than they'll make selling it.
No, that's like me when I sold weed to like, we used to like wrap bubble gum in oregano, and then let it dry out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then just that's like doing that shit to people. Like, you burning that customer, you're never getting them back. Like, why would you risk your entire empire of the Web3 NFT comic space, right? Like, I just don't think I don't think you take that risk to make that money there, because you're gonna make that money anyway. If the comics are selling legit for 15K and then it transfers hands and they get their 10%, and then it transfers hands again, and then people scared because the market tanks and they sell it off again, like they don't care because they keep getting their freaking marketplace values, right? Their fees. So
yeah, I mean, I guess we'll have to see. We'll find out in a few days what they're gonna release that at.
you got the red light. You got the red light coming on with the. We need to call it back on the set.
Oh no. Is it?
Oh, you were looking around like you were about to either get punched in the face or someone was telling you it's time to go.
Somebody came in here. And she's leaving. Sorry. No, I'm in a public place here. There's only like 5 people in the whole resort right now. So.
Yo, let's go interview people.
Yeah, we could. And
what do you think?
Yeah. Like, excuse me, ma'am. What do you think about Web3 comics? My grandson told me about Batman #1 coming out next week.
They said it was about 10,000 editions. I might be able to go for one.
I've had menopause for 4 decades, but I'm real moist. I can't wait for Batman #1. I'm soaking wet.
That's funny. By the way, guys,
sorry, Grandma.
hit that like button. We need some more likes, just because
Let's go. Pump
makes
the
me feel-
likes.
it makes Mo's bones stronger when you hit the like button. That's
right.
Let's go.
So yeah, I mean, whatever. Now you got me second guessing my freaking bat cow buy. No, I still think it's good. I think
it's still, because you do, like, at least you still have 3, like, for sure 3 that are gonna do really well, right?
Right.
And then with the possibility, like I said, they can add a lot of things to this bat cow, because they haven't really given much away on their side of it. It's been mostly just a comic, kind of like a allow lister,
right.
Like,
That's been more physical experiences. Now, again, most of them we can't take part in, but it's like if you lived in overseas, you could have taken part in the Batman, dining experience. Like NYC, I could have went and got like the Flash, movie premiere for free. I could have walked in. Yeah. Like, there are like real life utility. Let's be real. How many of us really leave our fucking house?
True.
Like, unless we got to go to work or, grab some food to live. I mean, are we really going out to do shit like that?
My friends really do get mad at me. They're like, "You're always on with your online friends." I was like, "Yeah, because I don't have to leave, and they're cool with it." So
why leave if you don't have to? What is Tony Dolce's asking, and I am curious. What is the biggest drop that they've had? Was it the Mad magazine?
It was an unlimited drop, right? Like with the Mad,
yeah, the Mad, right?
Yeah, if we're not counting the unlimiteds, though, I think 75. Is it 7,500? So if that's I'd probably go back and look through the Medium articles. Maybe I can look through the.
If they do 10,000, that literally has to. They know what they're doing at that point, right? Like there's no way they're doing that.
Yeah, because they already know they're suffering, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They already know they're suffering. Yeah, I guess Mad Magazine doesn't count. That was unlimited, and I bought it. So yeah, that one I got screwed. There's another one that's like Pink Panther. It's like, we old people, we're like, oh, Mad Magazine, that would be awesome to have. Mm-hmm. And then it's worth $1. So, but yeah, I grew up with that stuff. So
yeah, I grew up with Mad TV. So I was like, I gotta shoot for it,
Yeah, I mean, they could do something. Maybe they'll do something magical. What if they said bat cow holders, 50% chance, and you're guaranteed an epic or a legendary?
Yeah, that's different.
That would be different. Of course, there wouldn't be enough to do that. But do we know how many actual bat cowl holders there are? Because you could obviously have multiple accounts, right? So, are you allowed if you have multiple bat cowls? Do you get chances for each one? How does that work on an account?
I think it says one per account.
Yeah, one per account.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
they
so
said
those people
about
should have bought the
6,000.
cows. Yeah, I think it was like 6,000 people, right? It was like 10,000 cows minted or something like that.
Yeah.
I think there was like 6,000 holders. So a lot of people obviously, minted multiple.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said, I have a hard time thinking that any of this stuff right now is going to grow in the space just because everybody's so hyper focused on the growth.
Right.
Like, if you sit there and watch your grass grow in your house, you're just going to see dirt patches and shit forever. But the second you get a life and go walk away and touch grass somewhere else, you come back and you're like, oh, wow, shit happened when I was gone. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it just feels like that's kind of what we need to do with a lot of this. It's just kind of like, let's just water it. Let's just nurture it, show it some love, and kind of walk away for a little bit and come back. And then, maybe we'll have the ability to send out our comics to other applications or, again, the true interoperability. You've probably heard this ad nauseum by now, biggest bro, from me. But you probably know all my talking points better than me. We're going to get to the point where it's just the interoperability has to be log in to this website with this account. Like, we're not actually going to be sending it from one wallet to another. We don't trust people enough to do that.
Right.
But we do trust them to log in with your Palm credentials over on some DC-oriented website or some, metaverse, whatever the hell you want to call it. By the way, I had a buddy of mine hit me up yesterday. He goes, wow, bro, you've been really doing good in the metaverse. I'm like, holy shit, how are we so disconnected from each other? I'm like, brother, if you think what I've been killing it on is the metaverse, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I'm like, we're literally talking about virtual horses, and we're talking about, like, NFT comics and collectibles that have nothing to do with a metaverse space. It's like pure collectible type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he is a collector. So for him to even say that to me was just blowing my mind.
NFTs and all that stuff with them, it's all connected in some people's minds, right? This is what they hear. They have no clue.
Yeah.
Right. But so, biggest bro, let me ask you, do you really, really think that these companies are going to trust us with true interoperability, like sending it to OpenSea where we can get scammed in a heartbeat and not even realize what happened? Or is it going to be like when you go to Yahoo now and it says sign in with Google, sign in with Microsoft? Like, is that the future of interoperability, or am I just completely lit?
So that's the funny. That's the funny thing, right? Because in one case, we do see that in McFarlane, right, you're able to take their products and go and do interoperable stuff, right? But I don't think the mouse is going to have it. The mouse is not going to let go of his, like, no, you're not about to take me on OpenSea and get me scammed. No, sir. No. Like, and everything that's under the mouse, he's going to hold. He has too much. He owns sports too. He owns ESPN. The mouse is powerful. He's not letting. No, you're not gonna go on OpenSea with your little frivolous stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that right now there's too many things that can happen. There's people like what happened with VeVe Vibes, right? Like he got his whole wallet taken because he clicked on a couple links and stuff like that. They're not going to want those kind of stories out there, especially when it's tied to Disney. That's why I think that a lot of it, too, like promoting Disney and with the OMI token, they're not really knowing what the OMI token is. I don't think that they want to be tied to a crypto. Because then, like, if you say, like, oh, OMI's interoperable, and then, like, it's tied to Disney. So essentially, Disney has a crypto. Like Disney, like, whoa, chill.
Well,
money with your tokens.
If, a place like Amazon, I don't know if about eBay, maybe Apple, but Amazon, if they were to have a market, maybe Disney could get on board with that. But it has to be something secure. But I think Mo's right. Why would they give up anything? They're big companies aren't going to do it.
Can you say that again?
Mo is right about everything.
Thank you.
Mo knows.
Except
I just like to hear it.
Except your missionary style, but we won't have to talk about it. But let's see, Rob. Rob T says, I think it would be nice if there was like a physical comic and an NFT together. Maybe they release something in the store, so we have to get out of our house and buy something to get it, or vice versa. That would be cool. Yeah, no way is Disney gonna give up their babies. By the way, did you guys see the about how maybe Apple might buy Disney?
Saw that. Yeah, I was getting to that.
Kyle Wilson. Did I fuck up again?
You jumped the script again, Shelby. You really need to start rehearsing this shit with him.
Sorry, man.
This is why we rehearse, guys. Come on.
All this stuff. I saw
Biggest Bro woke up with the freaking crows this morning, and he was out here. You know what I'm saying? Working on his lines. He's been perfect, nailing it all day.
In the mirror,
Man.
just.
In the mirror.
I'm not buying the Lambo. I'm not.
That's right.
because Kyle Wilson had asked people what they thought, and I said it would make sense for like Disney is huge, right? But the thing is that has Marvel jumped the shark? Maybe this is the right time for them to go to Apple, and Apple could take them and keep them going strong. I don't know. What do you guys think?
If Apple gets Disney, that means they have ESPN, they have National Geographic, they have Marvel, Star Wars, they have power over Apple. That'll be insane. Oh man, if you don't have an Apple phone, you're gonna be lost in this world.
Right?
You're gonna be lost.
Would regulators?
Yeah, but I can play every Nintendo game, Super Nintendo game, Genesis game ever made on my Android while I'm sitting there waiting to do something.
My emulator on my Android.
You damn right. You damn right. Can't do that on Apple.
I'm about to switch to Android and I'm going to be screwed. But one of the things I said, or I responded to Kyle Wilson, was that, like, I don't know if regulators would even allow it. Just like you were saying, the biggest bro, all the stuff they would own.
Yeah.
Is that even possible? Would
Yeah.
it would be
I know you're not doing this shit again.
What was that?
I know you're not doing this shit again. Because at first it was funny, but now I feel like you're actually looking at my script.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I was sitting here going, I'm like, all right, because when I was growing up, BE, I kind of remember they were teaching us that monopolies are bad, and then you're gonna come back in and say something else. So okay, let's just pretend like that happened. So what were you saying?
Hey, this is all in a tweet. I put it out there. I put it out there yesterday.
All this means is the Skin and Bones synergy is getting
It
bigger,
is.
guys.
It's crazy,
awesome.
Man. Like we're gonna next thing you know, our cycles are gonna be synced up.
Exactly. You're right. You're right. That's fun. That's
Traveling sisterhood of the fucking Yaya pants or whatever they call it.
Let's go.
Oh my
the MetaMask wallet.
When
Shit.
NFT, that's the most important thing.
So so you were saying, right? So monopoly. So you're worried about a monopoly being formed because again, I was always raised on the fact that Ma Bell had to be broken up and all this stuff because they thought they were being slick, like buying up all the phone companies across the United States, and then they were like, whoa, you can't really do that because now you're kind of like charging the rates and you're long distancing to yourself, and it's kind of like this whole weird gray area, right? So they basically were like, yep, it's deemed a monopoly, and they broke everything up, right, into territories. So, yeah, how far does that get to go in the content, the media space before anybody steps in and tries to do that? Also, BE, it also looks like you have one of those Chinese fans behind you as a hat. No, look back at us. The clock. Biggest bro, you don't see that? Yeah, but when you're like that, bro, it looks like it just looks like you're wearing a hat.
That's awesome.
I started laughing when I was looking at it.
I need to change spot. Well, here's another thing about the AT&T, the baby bells, and you're probably not even old enough to remember. You had to buy your phones from AT&T. You could not buy them anywhere. You literally went to the store to buy the phone.
Yeah, no, I'm not that old.
Right. So that is one of the other reasons they had to do it. It was just freaking crazy. So they broke them all up. Yeah, so I don't think this happens, but at least the way it is. But I could see them buying parts, and maybe they'd be allowed to do it. But yeah, it sounds good. I mean, it could help Disney, I think. But we don't know what's going to happen. We don't control that. By the way, anyone want to buy my 420 Lambo?
Let's go.
I may end
bro,
up,
you can't sell that. You can't sell that, man.
I might keep it.
You gotta put it on
Bro.
the feed, man. For the low price of 240 gems.
I had
No,
it
no, no.
100. I'm gonna put it back up to 250 and probably just leave it there. I almost
Put
did
it at
20.
420 and leave it. Ronco that bitch at 420. Set it and forget it. Because I'm telling you, man, when the VeVeverse opens the doors and we can drive around, they're gonna give you the mint number on the license plate, and you're gonna be the
Ooh.
only dude that's gonna have 420 on the Lambo license plate like
Man,
that.
now
So
I just put it up to
Crispy.
420. Now I want to put it up to 4200. Holy cow, man!
there you go. Even better.
Yeah.
Let's keep adding zeros. Fucking shit's gonna be fucking $500,000 by the time the show's over.
I need to hire you to sell all my.
Especially because it's the blue VV OG Lambo. And it's like,
Okay,
there's
guys,
only one. There's only
Don't
one.
buy it. Don't. And I'm raising the price right now. You suck. Because I'm like, I'll go make some money today. I guess I'm not making any money today.
And I'm pretty sure it's got 100% authentic goat skin leather interior.
It does. Oh, for sure.
You can say this was driven at DCon by Alex G himself.
Yeah.
Yep, you can even smell the seats for verification.
It is at $4,200, so nobody is going to get it and nobody's going to buy it. So that's perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I got it for 80 gems.
Let's go.
Absolute bargain. $10 over the price, the sales price. So I think that's a good deal. Of course, what is it at now? It's at like 40, 35, something like that. 30,
Something like that, yeah.
36. So it'll probably be at about 40 gems later today and just sit there. And if you want to sell it, you'll have to make a new floor.
If you would have told me a year ago that a Lambo's going to drop on a day and everything but the SR is going to be under retail, I would have been like, you're crazy.
That's right. We're now seeing that. We're like, only the SR is what's becoming the most valuable.
Yeah.
When does that not happen? You know?
That's right. But you're not crazy. You're on skin and bones drop zone. And anything could happen these days because, like I said, these markets are volatile. We've seen the blueprint way too many times. There might be certain times where, VeVe shakes it up. Again, we kind of thought the pencil was going to be a little bit of a shakeup. I guess we're going to probably get out of here in a little bit, but I just want to ask Biggest Bro, when it comes to maybe ways to revitalize VeVe, because I know that's your main thing, right? Mm-hmm. People saying I don't want physicals, right? I kind of agree with that. But I also feel like it's kind of like a gateway drug. You know what I'm saying? Like get them hooked with the the physical, like, ooh, redeem this code or whatever. So is that something we're gonna see more of, or in my mind, do we find a way to maybe expand on what we already have? So you guys asked me earlier, like, or we talked about earlier, will they re-release digital comics? I think the answer is no. However, could they release an expansion pack?
Yeah, and see, the thing is, and this is my opinion, deep down, I think the only way to really revitalize this platform, right, is going to be actually giving good utility to those that hold their things and those, like, the new items that come out. Right now, the best utility for most of these things has came from the community, and it hasn't really been driven by the projects. Now, like, be it as it may how McFarlane does their things, their allow list actually rewards their holders. DC with the back house, be it as it may, they have rewarded their back house with some kind of things where anything that VeVe has allow listed for it hasn't been the greatest. Like, even though I held a Voltron set, wasn't really excited to still pay for a Lion with first access, and pretty much I was going to get the comment no matter what. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And so I think that you have to really give you a really good solid utility. It has to be these things that people are thinking of, like, oh, if you hold a certain go-to moment, you can do this and do that.
Right.
Maybe it's in their VeVeverse where they're allowed a little bit more to do things like that. You have to give that desk utility. That desk has to do something. Or you're going to get people like me that's still waiting a third wish and getting pissed about it. You know what I mean?
And that, we might actually be sleeping under that desk waiting for our third wish. And I kind of look at it, like I said, maybe more of like a DLC add-on type of experience. So think of it in a way like you said you wanted that Venom number 1, right? Or whatever it was, the ASM 500. Is that the Venom one? First appearance?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's just say,
lethal
okay.
injection or whatever.
Yeah, so
Lethal
let's just
protection.
say, yeah, so VeVe decides, okay, you know what? Obviously, we can't re-release that comic. But what if we released a module on a drop, normal drop time for $9.99, where basically you take the original comic, and if you own this inside the VeVeverse, you can now step inside the comic and live the comic inside the panel, each panel. Like, page 1, panel 1, you step into it, the entire comic book starts to take shape and actually, whatever's happening in the scene actually happens real time, right? And now you hit the, okay, I've seen enough of this, and now boom, step to cell 2. And now it's almost like the old game Comic Zone on Sega Genesis, if you remember that.
Man, heck yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of an experience like that, where not only does it drive the sale on the additional stuff, like the plug-in stuff, it also drives the value on the original NFTs or collectibles, because you have to have that Venom comic to even experience it inside. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's how I kind of see it happening. People could say Pokemon, people could say music verticals and sports slices and whatever other fruit, shape you want to make up. But the bottom line is, there's really nothing that's going to save VeVe at this point. Like, VeVe needs to save VeVe. They've tried Lambo.
Yeah,
Nothing. They tried Sesame Street. That's a good. I'm on a rant. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? They've tried all these different IPs and ways to get people to say that, oh, well, VeVe's gonna make it. It just leads to more backlash, and we're still sitting here now holding the bag, going, well, shit, is it even worth it?
All you do, you're right, and all you have to do is look at the freaking Disney Platinum moments. I mean, Mickey, Minnie Mouse, all of those, because there is nothing that's going to happen with them other than sitting, in a wallet. That's it. Yep. There's nothing exciting.
And that's the thing. Even if they do release Pokemon, even if they do release music vehicles, is just going to be in and out where people are going to come in, maybe buy, then they're going to stick around and go, okay, so what is this? And then we're going to be like, you can just look at AR. They're like, well, I got Pokemon Go, so I can do the same thing here. I mean, what are we doing? So I think hopefully VeVe's holding a lot of their things close to the chest, waiting for more things to come out, and when we can actually sit there and promote it. Because right now, that's the thing. I'm not telling my friends and family about this yet. I'm still like my mom. You still doing your digital thingy? Yep, sure am. Yeah,
Yeah. Buddy might just hit me up. He's like, "Yo, you still in the middle of that? You still having that midlife crisis with the digital comics?" And I'm like, actually, I moved on to virtual horses, but it's actually been going. It's actually been going pretty well. But yeah, I'm sure most people that we know, think we're probably absolutely crazy, losing our minds. But I try to explain to people, it's not about crypto, it's not about NFTs, it's not about profile pictures. Like, to me, it's the underlying technology behind the blockchain. It's about the transparency. I mean, again, people can say NFTs are a scam. They most of them probably are. But the bottom line is when Department of Motor Vehicles and insurance companies and banks and schools, and they all start to move to the blockchain because the security is just top notch. You know what I'm saying? The transfer rates are high. Shout out to Solana, because they're actually getting a lot of love nowadays. Never thought I'd see that happen. But the problem is, like, when you look at like you said, everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah, how's your little digital crap going? Or, how's your little crypto fantasy world happening? I'm like, well, that's not really what it's all about. But I feel like the hardest part of this whole thing, maybe agree or disagree, is the viewer. Like, right now, the amount of work that we have to go through to enjoy our shit is just way too much. I have to go in, I have to set it into the world, I now have to load up the app, and I gotta wait for this crap to happen. And God forbid I want to show somebody, like, hey, come check out my DeLorean. I'm going to go show my boy at his house. And, it took me 5 minutes to get that thing set up in space and actually, work properly.
Bro.
And it was just a horrible showing. So I'm like, what if...
Just wait until I can load it in. Oh, it's red. Oh,
this whole thing, you're trying to get the shit to show up on the ground. So
move your couch, bro.
Yeah. But
and
fast forward,
like 5,000 times bigger than I want. I can't shrink it. It's all effed up. Yeah, totally, definitely happens.
Yeah, but fast forward, like I said, remove the viewer.
Right.
I feel like this is gonna be like my second T-shirt. Like, we have to remove think about removing the phones. I'm holding up my phone to my camera like you guys can fucking see it. That's hilarious. You know, when you're holding up the phone trying to view augmented reality, that little world, right? It's so hard to become immersed.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
But the second you throw on a pair of Oakleys, the second you throw on a pair of prescription glasses with built-in AR capability, the second that you're driving around and even your Honda might have AR windshields, because a lot of these cars manufacturers are making AR windshields.
Yes,
So when this starts to happen, and I can sit in the car with my boy and just say what's up for a minute, and then like be like, have my freaking Back to the Future train come flying by his car. He's like, holy shit, what was that? I'm like, oh yeah, I just picked that up on the market for like $55. He's like, damn. I'm like, yeah, I can rent it out in the VeVeverse. I can set train tours. I'm gonna have Moe's magical train ride coming up soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's to me, like right now we're restricted by the fact we have to use our phone. We have to have some way to like do all this crap, man. And like, I don't know, it's a long-winded way to say like we just need to fast forward, 2-3 years.
That's the question. How many years? By the way, I saw a tweet. Do you know Sergio?
Yeah.
Big VeVe guy. He was complaining about VeVe. I've only seen him like defend him to his death. And now he's pissed off. So if you've got like these big collectors that are getting pissed off because there isn't any movement and stuff, and I think you're right, Mo. I think that is what's going to make it exciting. Can they even last 2 or 3 years until that can happen?
100%.
They better. Like, this is my thing. And this was kind of like reassured me a little bit, is ever since Mitch came on, he has literally, I feel like he went up to all of them like, hey, you shut up. You don't go in spaces no more. I do the talking now.
Yeah.
And I'm only doing the talking when things are done. All right. You promise it all. Like, he got David you on lock. He's like, hey, I know you don't listen to Alex, but you listen to me, sir.
Right.
You want to help this company? We need to really make this good. Everything we need to put out now, it needs to be good. We can't, if we put out the VeVeverse and it's half-assed, we're gonna be done for. Let me cook. So that's what it kind of reassures me, because it seems like he's done that. He's like, you guys need to just chill out.
Right.
We need to work. We all need to work. You need to give me people. You need to give me a team. You need to give me more staff. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's what's happening. And when we're ready in a couple of years, they use their partnership with Apple, because they've been getting screwed by those Apple fees. Hopefully they're using those connections like, hey, you've been doing this to us, but we good still, right? So when we get the Vision Pro, you're going to let us, we're going to be the first stop shop, maybe a little advertisement, using a little, maybe put a little Superman in there for us, or a little Disney, yeah.
I mean, what else would you want to use to promote Apple Vision Pro, honestly? Like, what other noticeable IPs are you going to throw out there? You know what I'm saying? That's not on VeVe. Think about that.
Right.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in VeVe. That's why I like Crypt Toys, because I really believe that them going for a certain segment, and if they implement the things that they want to do with the Chat Guardian, and if they lead into like educational stuff for the kids, I mean, there's so many things you can do. If you can sit there and have your ultra girl Mickey teach you Spanish, you know what I mean? Like, the sky's the limit.
¿Dónde está el feo?
Right.
Huh? No, puto.
Maybe
Holy shit.
Speak and Spell. Will we buy that? I feel like that's what we're coming.
Back in the Speak and Spell.
The cow says moo. Oh wait, no, that was the thing with the that was different. That was about the little string that you pulled.
Yeah, then
right?
It goes around. Yeah.
Lord.
Holy crap, man!
Right, it had the spinning thing that stopped. And...
Yeah. Yeah, that was not the
Speak and
Spell.
That big red one. The big red.
Yeah, yep.
The blue screen.
I had that. Yep. Oh my God.
Man.
All the crazy toys that were fun back then would be horrible today, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they would terrify children, and they would probably just annoy the parents. So, I mean, back in the day though, that was like a requirement. If you were gonna buy a toy for someone else's kid, it had to be like the most annoying thing
Oh,
ever.
I'd buy a drum set for
Yeah.
sure. I still do.
Or even like anything that squeaked or anything that would be like, you know, just something crazy. But I don't know. Like I said, going back to like the Vision Pro stuff, that's what I'm saying. Like when that stuff goes mainstream, and it will go mainstream,
It will.
you know, that is going to be, because you're gonna imagine going into Best Buy and there's someone trying to sales pitch the Vision Pro, and they're like, "Wow, yeah, look at this really cool statue," and it's like, I don't know, like freaking Mount Rushmore or something, like inside Best Buy. People might be like, "Okay, that's kind of cool. Like, I might want that. I might want that on my wall at the house, you know, to look at." Or they want superheroes and like crazy like Hulk coming down, smashing the ground. You know what I'm saying? When people come walking in the door and like scaring the shit out of people, right? Like, I'm just saying, you know, it's, to me it just seems like it's way more sellable. You know, as VeVe, they have all the IPs, and again, Cryptoids, they have similar IP crossover, so they're kind of thrown in the mix. But
Do you think the price, like, where do you think the correct, like, $3,500 isn't right? What do you think people would be willing to
500.
spend? 500.
500.
Yep.
I think you're right. That's actually what I was thinking.
Consoles have proven it. TVs
Yep.
have proven it. Cell phones have proven it. There's been tons of tech that has proven it, of like what we consider to be like a good buy-in for, you know, new techs, right? So, however,
100%.
I'm gonna flip it to you guys this way. As someone like myself, I typically use 3 monitors. I actually need a 4th. I'm thinking about buying a new TV. Now, if I was gonna buy a new TV and I was thinking about getting another monitor, it's actually cost effective for me to go buy the Vision Pro. Because now I can throw multiple scenes in space, move them around, no physical stuff in my way, right? Like, now, the downside to the Vision Pro is that if you have other people in your house, like, if me and my girl watch shows together, like, it would never work for BE and Shelby Cobra, because when they hang out, you know, they're doing things together, I don't even know how that would work. You both have to have headsets that are linked into each other.
Yeah,
Right.
that's,
You know what I'm saying?
that's gonna be
Like,
rough, man.
We don't know. But
7,000 for a date.
right, well, yeah, well, that's yeah, you're buying 2. But let's just say you are, you know, BE and Shelby Rockefeller, and you have, you know, multiple devices. Think about how they're selling the Apple Vision Pro, and think about how they're selling this whole desolate, isolated world, right? Like, go back and watch that presentation. There's only one scene with multiple people in it,
Oh, yep.
because now in a post-COVID world, we actually live in a very hyper-isolated world where people are okay with, you know, just kind of going to their shitty job, being upset, coming home, being isolated, talking to their online friends. You know, most people don't even like to, you know, have sex nowadays. It's kind of crazy. But hey, shout out to all the virgins out there, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's what they're pushing the Apple Vision Pro towards. So
Yeah.
I don't even know how that works from like a social aspect, right? Like, I want the Oakleys. I want to go out in the world and drive by Biggest Bro's house or BE's house and see, like, holy shit, they got, you know, they got the Miles Morales, or they got, you know, the American Chavez, like, and every time I drive by the house, I beep the horn, Chavez gang, beep, beep, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Look, there's
And people in the real world, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, totally. I think, and by the way, you were saying, like, if Shelby Cobra and I were doing it, you
Shelby
know,
and Cobra.
Shelby and Cobra, if we were doing it, like, could I be behind her and like just hold the goggles in front of her and me, and we could just see in? Maybe that's how you do it, right?
Right, well, AR, like, I think they called, like, AR curtains or something like that, but it basically allow you to create, like, boxes or cubes, and it basically creates the picture, like, inside, so put it, like, behind the curtain. Apparently
Right.
there's, like, some visual stuff to worry about, but I think that's kind of what you're kind of thinking about. Like,
Yeah.
again, like a shared AR experience where everybody sees it type of deal. Now, I don't know. Maybe if you have good vision, you could stand behind her.
I don't have good vision, so it's not going to work. So I'm
Yeah.
screwed. I mean,
You know?
the thing, see, what you're talking, what makes that good is it's portable. But then on the other hand, 3D didn't really work on people's TVs, right? They don't even really sell in the 3D anymore.
Yeah.
Why can't we just do it why can't this be done on a TV?
Well, it
Yeah.
can.
So maybe
I mean-
that's, I don't know. I'm just trying to think, because the portability, I like that. I like that idea, but I also like the idea of, having the experience with everyone in the room too, right? More than just one person.
Yeah.
Well, you remember the Disney Plus demo that they did, right, a while back,
Yep.
where they had like the waterfall and like the whole scene from the Disney short like pouring out of the TV. Like that's what they're aiming towards.
That would be cool.
I don't
Like
know.
that.
I just know with technology, I know one industry that moves it, and I didn't think it was that powerful until the whole HD, DVD, and Blu-ray thing is whoever rules the porn game, that's who wins.
Yeah.
So if Google comes out with their Google glasses, like, look, you can have a three-way now. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to those Google glasses or that whatever one little weird thing?
I don't know, man.
Did that just like fall off the face of the earth? I mean, it was weird looking.
What, the Google Lens?
Yeah, the Google Lens. Yeah.
Well, I
That
think
was-
they realized that in the current iteration, it was pretty lame.
It was
Like it didn't have. Well, it didn't have like because you need multiple cameras. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to like not only read the real time space around you, it needs to be able to react to it and do things. And the glasses that came out 3 years ago, because I know which one you're talking about. They were bulky, they were stupid looking, and they didn't really do anything. Like maybe a little bit of like a heads up display. But
right, a little heads up display, right?
yeah, like I said, now I think with the whole because that was also before the AR push. There was no like heavy AR push at that time. Everything was kind of like, oh, we're gonna just kind of like throw things in space a little bit. But now I
Right.
think they really feel like, again, look at the Apple Vision Pro. The amount of cameras and sensors on that thing, man, like it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
And I guess even with this Disney short, I guess, I mean, not only just enough of this guy in a pink shirt. This is why I don't watch videos, man. Like if you're making videos, just show me the shit I want to look at, not you in a pink
Yeah,
shirt.
basically, it was like an app you have on your phone, right? And then while you're watching on Disney Plus, you hold it up, and then you get to see different things. I think that's what was happening.
Yeah, so you still needed the viewer. So you still needed the phone as a viewer. So again, this
Yeah.
is kind
Another
of saying we need to remove this idea.
We just don't want to, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to have to I just want it to happen, automatically, right? Like we just want it to happen and not have to have all these devices and stuff. What if you could have something on the tape, like your phone, and it could project something up? Like normally you need a cloud of smoke for that to work, right? But what if you could have that?
Straight Star Wars stuff.
Right.
Yeah, because now we're talking about hologram technology, and hologram technology is probably going to be like a monochrome singular color for a while. But I mean, we will get to the point, I'm sure, where we'll get 3D holograms out pop up out of the phone. We'll be able to watch all sorts of crazy shit in holographic display. But I think the push right now is definitely going to be AR. And like I said, everyone wears sunglasses, prescription glasses. I mean, it just seemed, I guess for me, it seems like an easier way to integrate, or an easier thing to integrate than like hologram technology.
All right, guys. I got the
You got.
Oh yeah, no, we got the red light. Usually we try to wrap it up at 12:30, but
yeah, I got a red light.
I get it, man. I mean, you've been up for a long time.
Mine is-
That you could come hang out with us. Definitely fun.
Now, the size of the dog in the fight comment, yeah, she's about half my size, but I'm terrified. Okay, so
well, that's just a smart man right there. So
yeah. Hey, I just want to thank you guys for having me on, man. I really looked forward to this, and you guys are great. And love sharing the laughs with you, man. It's fun, dude.
oh, of course, brother. Anytime, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, man. We're gonna have to make a visit on your show some point. Love to do that.
Yeah, whenever, man. I'll introduce you guys like a wrestler. Let's go.
Absolutely, I love it. You do a great show. Thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate it. It was awesome having you. It's fun having a guest on. That way we don't have to do everything. Right?
For sure,
Yeah, I can only
guys.
make fun of BE just a little bit when we have guests. So he's like, bro, can we have guests on every day?
You're
It's
right.
so much more enjoyable.
Hey, man.
That-
Much love.
Nah, we appreciate you, biggest bro. Any day, man. Anytime you want to come on. And again, thanks for all your support. Thanks for just being a chill dude. And man, like I said, knowing what you go through just to tune into us on the way to work some days is absolutely mind blowing. So
Heck
can't thank
yeah.
you enough, man. And we'll definitely hook up soon, man.
Hey, it's like Mo says, no matter who's on, the internet's the internet, Hey, you guys have a quality thing. I'm always gonna come by the drop zone, baby. Let's go.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Carlo,
Peace.
thanks for letting you come on for a little bit on today. We appreciate it, and we'll talk soon.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, cool, peace.
All right, TBB.
Yeah,
There you have it. That was our first successful roundtable on a Saturday, which
He's
was
got-
nice.
yeah. He's
Tomorrow
got
with Pink Panther.
the Pink Panther. Oof. What is
Was
up with-
Fromy joining us tomorrow? Was that the original plan?
He's supposed to join us tomorrow. He said that was what he wanted to do. I haven't checked my DMs. I don't know if he DM'd. I'll find out, but I think we're still doing it.
Okay.
Assuming he still wants to do it. I think Vault might be streaming that tomorrow too. So, but
Yeah,
I'm
I mean, listen, like I said, people are gonna stream, he's gonna stream, we're gonna stream, everybody's gonna stream, right? Like,
right.
whatever you want to do. If you want to watch, the drops and get all the latest, gate information, you know where to go. If you want to get some random ass conversations where we just shit on everybody and have a good time, you know where to come.
Exactly.
Yeah, listen, everybody brings their own type of, energy to the space, and that's what it's all about. So,
Well, I have zero energy, so I don't know what you're talking about, but you bring a tremendous amount of energy to this space.
I mean, I just, this is what I do, man. Like, I feel like if I walk into a room and no one's talking, I'm bored out of my mind. Like, why am I here? So, I'm going to talk shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a good time. And 90% of the stuff I say, I don't even believe. So, it's usually just for shit. It's like shock value type stuff. Remember, I grew up, with Howard Stern is my icon, so.
I love it. I love shock. That's what I like to do is get reactions out of people.
Yeah, or chat. And we talk about that too. I mean, a little behind the scenes. Like, I hate, man, like, if I see the amount of viewers in chat, and unfortunately, StreamYard insists on telling me a number in the top corner, and I hate it.
Right.
But if you guys aren't talking, I might just start saying some wild-ass shit just to kind of get you guys, amped up a little bit. Cause,
Riled up, right?
Again, if I walk into a chat room and no one's chatting, like, why would new viewers want to say it? You know what I'm saying? So, like, usually new viewers will feed off the chatters, the viewers that are currently here. So,
Right.
again, we just aim to give you guys an enjoyable place to come hang out. That's really what it's all about. So
That's what we do. And I always make Shelby Cobra happy when I do it.
And Mohammed said this earlier. I know we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. Yeah, the first VR headset that came out was the Google Cardboard. I remember that shit. You like slide the phone in there because I was selling phones at the time at Metro. It was such a weird thing to try to sell somebody. Like, here, pay me $49.99 for this cardboard thing that you slide the other $500 phone into. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Nintendo did it too. They came out with like this it was like a race kit. And it was basically like $100 set of cardboard that you like set up like racetracks and like checkpoints or whatever. And I was like, alright, I guess Nintendo found a loophole of getting people to spend $100 for $5 of cardboard. That was cool.
Right.
Um,
But they did
yeah.
it. That doesn't work. I mean, these places will try a lot of stuff, but that type of thing isn't going to work. Again, it's got to be really cool, and it's got to be, I don't know. No, you're not going to spend by shit, right, for 100. You want something that's going to be amazing, and I think they'll pay 500 for it, but it's not here yet. Not yet.
No, not yet. And shout out to Muhammad. Did we say hello to Muhammad when he came in?
Yeah.
That might have been one of my. Okay.
Shout him out actually on the stream. Yeah, thanks, Mohammed, for coming by. Big A's back in the house and Bruin 88. Good to see you still here or coming back. Yeah, Shirtgate.
It's hard to tell sometimes because sometimes my rants are like 5 minutes long, and I'm like, I don't know when was the last time we took a break. But yeah, we appreciate everybody that comes by and hanging out. And again, it doesn't really matter where you go as long as you're supporting the people in the space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's really all that matters, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you grow, I grow, everybody grows, right? So
I agree. Completely agree. And so we're probably going to do the stream tomorrow, guys. I think we're going to have Fromy on. I'll double check. I can let you guys know in a tweet, or Mocan. Oh, Hanano's here. He just woke up. Good morning.
yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, because that was my segue into other positive people in the space. Because yeah, like, make sure you guys are following, people like Hanano and D and Biggest Bro and Bob Sales and You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like people that go out of their way just to be positive.
Choo Choo's here.
Because I
Yeah,
mean,
just
yeah.
to shout out Hanano and D, they
Oh, Nesby.
yeah, they gave us they sent us a donation the other day, and I didn't get it on my phone, the alert. So thank you. We really appreciate it. You guys should really check out their podcasts. Check out them. They just had a podcast last night. So you got to check it out. You can go back and watch it. They're always fun to watch, always very positive in the space. So much more positive than we are right now. So always fun to see them. Good people.
I'd like to say when it comes to the space, we're pretty positive. When it comes to the real world, I might be black-pilled as hell. Like, I might just be so far gone. Like, that might be our downfall. However, when it comes to the space, I do feel like, that's why even when we did Fudders, and I think that's why most people will come hang out with us and shoot the shit, like, they realized it was pretty much Fud Light. Like, it was nothing more than some, buzzword, buzz phrase message to kind of get people to come hang out with the show. I mean, none of us are really that negative, especially me and you. You know what I'm saying? Where we kind of do appreciate, what people do for us and kind of want the space to grow, right? So, to me, again, that's just kind of what it's all about. So, if you ever catch me just talking shit about projects and trying to burn bridges, I mean, I'll probably just, maybe you catch me on a bad day, but it's not really my approach to life. So we do appreciate, again, everybody that comes and hangs out. And I would, I'm trying to work on it, wash my mouth out with soap. And maybe we can join the Unreal podcast one night, and I can not get you guys canceled on the internet with my cursing. No guarantees, but we'll work on it. I'm working on it. Trust me. I'm seeing a therapist and everything. It's a whole big process.
Yeah, it is a big process, but yeah, we would love to do that and have you guys on again, like we did on the Cubathon, all that stuff. It's fun hanging out with you. It's fun hanging out with all the creators and also everyone in the chat. Lots of fun. Is this
the Hallmark channel? Yes.
Hey, he's calling it as it. He's being real, man. He's calling it. That's funny.
Hey, listen, I tell my buddies all the time. I'll be like, yo, actually, one of my buddies hit me up yesterday. And he was like, damn, dude. He's like, I really appreciate you, man. He's like, for being, just my support system. Because people think I'm an asshole, but they don't realize, like, I could be your biggest support system, too. Like, if you're trying to succeed in this world and you're putting everything into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna chaperone you and, champion you all the way to the top, man. Like, that's just how I am. So, it is what it is.
Mo is definitely a good guy. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. So, and I enjoy just like we've said before, we've sat offline and just talked for hours at a time. It's fun. So it's always fun doing this, and especially doing it with you guys. It's a lot of fun having the audience to interact with. So.
Yeah, and we can curse on the Unreal Pod. I mean, I don't want to come on just be like Andrew Dice Clay where it's like f bombs because again, I feel like when people come join our stuff, it's like people kind of know how we tend to roll, so it's like all right, it can be D letting her hair down or Hernano letting his hair down and just kind of like letting loose a little bit. But then I'm like, I don't want to go on somebody else's channel and be like, ooh yeah, we just got demonetized, Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would hate for that to happen. So, but again, I am trying to work on being a little more brand friendly. So, would like to absolutely, hook up with you guys, have a good conversation because you guys touched on it last night. Because I was listening on the way home and then I tuned in person for like the last half hour. It's more about the people. You know what I'm saying? It's more about the people and the stories behind the people, right? Because again, I think people realize that here. Like, I barely talk about the drops. Like, I want to know what's going on in BE's world. Like, what makes BE tick? Or today with the biggest bro, like, what makes the biggest bro so cool, right? Like, and I think the answer is that he doesn't pull punches and he doesn't try to, kiss people's asses. He's just himself, and that's what makes the best people, in my opinion. Just be yourself. Come on, share your story, what you're all about, and I think we're all in this shit together. So
yeah, I was gonna say same with Bob Sales. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Bob Sales.
I watched this Pink Panther makes great everyone, and that's what, like you said, the space. This is what it's all about. Just the fact that we interact with people in all different countries and all over the world. that to me is fun. Like when I think about that, that makes me more excited about the space. I don't know if I care about much of the other stuff, just that we get to interact with different people that we never would otherwise. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of fun.
True story. All right. Well, like I said, we'll definitely be making some moves here. I know we got a little bit of a break on the cubathons, but that's good. But what else we got coming up, VE? We got the
PFL,
photo finish.
PFL.
So for those of you that may or may not know, we do have a show that we're gonna start called Horse in the Race. It's gonna be like a 0 to hero type show. We're gonna take our first horse drop zone and see what we can do. Basically, we bought him together, and he's a relatively strong horse. 8 stars out of 9. We didn't want to come out the gate with like a championship caliber horse. You know,
Right.
We wanted to kind of see like how far can we take like a medium tier horse. And right now, in my opinion, A horse is a pretty middle of the road on photo finish. So yeah, we'll start be doing shows with this. Right now, BE's the professional traveler. I think him and Shelby Cobra are trying to set records on how many plane trips or how many trips they can take in like a 3-month period. So once that kind of cools down, we will be doing some heavy PFL content. On top of that, we own a Web3 soccer team. So we're going to start trying to do shows on that. Once that gets up and running, that project, Footium. So that'll be fun. And yeah, outside of that, just trying to connect with some other people in the space. You know, the D's, the Hananos, you know, the people that we may not, you know, touch base with before. But maybe now in our new path to enlightenment, it's been a blessing to be able to, you know, chat with some new people. So
I love it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
D's off to work. I know BE, you probably getting the stare. You're in a public setting, by the way. Why the hell did we go 3 hours or 2.5?
Because here's what I like about this place. It's public, but like not many people are here this weekend. So like we got a movie theater here, we got an indoor pool. I mean, it is pretty nice, and there's lots
Right
of
now, it
space.
looks like you're in the library.
It is kind of a library type space, I guess. I can show you. See what it looks
Oh,
like.
I knew it. I fucking knew there was a bookcase right there.
Look right there. You see,
And another one.
and like a bar out there, but it's all me. It's just all me. So it's like my own space. And the other place I was going to go to has too many fucking people, so I didn't go there. This place has
So is there like a room full of people like right next to you being like, yo, don't go in there, there's some weirdo live streaming on YouTube?
Not at all. I knew there'd be nobody here. I had another place I was going to go to if there were somebody here. I mean, that's what's nice about this place, is because a lot of times it's not very crowded if it's not a big weekend. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, well, like D said, have a great day and a good weekend. Everybody, we're going to let BE go and enjoy his RV time or his camping time. He's definitely not enjoying his RV time. I probably just triggered him by saying that. But we'll let him go spend some time with the fam. I'm going to go get ready. I got the girl coming out later. I'm gonna take her out to dinner tonight, courtesy of Weekend Moderator. My first horse is going to buy her dinner tonight. So she's excited about that. That she doesn't have to pay. So, yeah. Again, D, Hanano, Choo Choo, whoever else is still here listening to this train wreck. G Money, Biggest Bro, appreciate you. Thanks again for coming on. Again, Rob T, Bob Sales, spending some time with us, Tony. The list goes on and on. We can't thank you guys enough. BE, any final words before we get out of here?
Again, thanks everyone. I know Backdoor Kicks is asking if you could.
Eddie's still here.
We'll take care of all of that. That's what we're going to do on the show. Just kind of tell everyone how to do everything. But yeah, just thanks to everyone for coming by. We're going to be doing the Pink Panther drop tomorrow. Hopefully Fromy will be on. We can ask him some stuff about the metaverse. And that is it. Thanks everyone. And Mo, you take us out.
Sweet. Yeah, we will definitely take care of that video. Oh yeah, and Bruin, Big A as well. Sorry guys.
Yep, thank you.
I was trying to go through the viewer list, but I couldn't get into BE's chat to pull it up. It was weird, and StreamYard just doesn't show me. So I was just trying to scroll up the list, and where was chatting. But we do appreciate every single one of you guys. You know that. Yep. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, we will be back tomorrow with Fromy. Yeah, same old spiel, guys. It's not a spiel. It's just, I don't know, maybe a motto to live by. Be kind, rewind, Hates an ugly color, don't wear it. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.